One game down, we're getting set for the second game of this year's Prep Bowl. Barnesville and New Ulm Cathedral playing for the Class A title. That's coming up.
Look at all the Toyotas for sale. Let's go with...
I'm selling my Toyota RAV4.
Do you know anything at all about the Escape?
It's a nice light blue color, like my eyes.
My goodness, it's true. The mileage is extraordinary, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. It's a voice-activated sync system.
All around, it's better than my Toyota.
Now get up to $2,000 cash back on Escape. That's up to $2,000 cash back. Visit your Northland Ford dealers today.
Is it wrong to drive a Toyota to Ford's year-end celebration?
Not if you leave it behind.
Ever since we moved in, we wanted to remodel our kitchen.
Where do we start? Countertops, the sink, you name it, it needed to go.
So we went online and we found Stone Countertop Outlet. Their website made it easy for us to design and choose everything from countertops to plumbing options.
They had everything that we needed, from slab selection to installation, and an amazing showroom.
And they did it all from start to finish, which made it easy for us. And just look at our kitchen now.
Stone Countertop Outlet, Minnesota's only Stone Superstore.
For anyone who's never made a slap bet, isn't it about time you took the leap? How I Met Your Mother, 5 nights a week.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on 45. 45 is home of the Minnesota State High School League tournaments. Now you can see all the action and excitement online for free with Prep 45. November 26th and 27th. See all the gridiron action with the Minnesota State High School League Prep Bowl tournaments. It's online and it's free. Go to kstc45.com and click on Prep 45.
Toyotathon is back. With over 30 years of great deals, everyone's going. You'll never know who you'll see.
Mark, Amanda,
Chuck,
Heather,
Eric Estrada. What are you doing here?
I'm here to buy a car.
Me too.
Our biggest event of the year won't last long. Hurry in today. Now during Toyotathon, get low leases on many of your favorite models, like the 2011 Camry for just $189 a month for lease savings of $2,400. Toyota.
45. Back here at the Metrodome, we're getting set for the Class A championship game between New Ulm Cathedral and Barnesville. I'm Chris Long, joined by former Minnesota Golden Gopher Justin Kenzemius. This game is an interesting matchup, and you're going to have two communities that aren't really used to being here. New Ulm has never played in a state title game, Justin, and Barnesville, this is their first title appearance in a long time.
Yeah, two different styles, too. Barnesville's going to come out and get hot on offense right away, but they do it by really controlling the clock and running that football. On the flip side, New Ulm has a much more balanced attack. Quarterback Kevin Larson, you see right there, 21 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions. They have a lot more balance.
You see that one loss. New Ulm lost the first game of the year. They haven't lost since. We'll be right back to get you to the kickoff of the Class A championship game. New Ulm Cathedral against Barnesville, the second game, Prep Bowl Friday.
I gave baked beans and found better highway mileage than a comparable Camry.
We gave something safe and warm.
And we're introduced to the safety and security of OnStar.
We gave the bestest toy ever.
And discovered Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years running.
Chevy's giving more this season. And here's our gift to you. Just announced, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing, plus $1,500 holiday allowance, and no monthly payments till spring on most Chevy models. Visit us online at ChevyDealOnline.com.
If you know how to shop and when to shop, you can get some great deals.
I don't know a single person that would ever shop without a coupon today.
It's usually a bonus when I have a coupon. If you give me a coupon, I'm gonna spend it.
Absolutely a necessity. Coupons in the mail, online.
If I can find something that's gonna get that must-have item for a little bit cheaper, I feel better about it.
I love to save money.
I've always been a coupon shopper.
I love it here because I find everything I need.
Dan Klein, they've got some great silver jeans.
There's a couple things I got my eye on. It's the only way to shop.
I love shopping here.
At 45 Local News at 9, you get a complete newscast at a time that's more convenient, weeknights at 9 o'clock, with all the reporters and all the resources to bring you the big stories first.
Airport officials told us they wouldn't yet release the woman's name or where she was heading.
I'm watching Minnesota skies and tracking storm systems, so you'll get my complete forecast right at 9 o'clock.
When you get your news and your weather first, you can wrap up your day sooner. Get all the news and get it first on 45 Local News at 9.
Back on the sidelines here at the Metrodome, Chris Long joined by Justin Conzemius. Justin, we saw a Prep Bowl record-shattering first game. We've got Barnesville and New Ulm Cathedral coming up next. What do you think?
I think this could be the best matchup of the Prep Bowl. I think Barnesville, with that physical run control style, might have the upper edge. But if New Ulm and their quarterback Kevin Larson can get hot, watch out, we could be in for another shootout.
We'll find out if Justin's right coming up as we're getting set to kick off the Class A championship game, the Trojans and the Greyhounds.
When I see people trying to sell an old Camry, it makes me want to show them a new Ford Fusion. I can't help myself.
I'm kind of ready to move up and to get to the next level.
Fusion.
Yeah, I like it.
I should probably brag about this a little bit. The projected resale value, it beats the Camry. 33 miles a gallon on the highway.
Wow.
The sync system.
GPS.
Correct.
Phone.
Yes.
I love it.
Now, get a new Fusion with up to $2,000 cash back. That's up to $2,000 cash back. Visit your Northland Ford dealers today.
Holly has something she'd like to say.
Bye, Camry.
People, look at you! Texting, blogging, all this technology, but you're still banking like pilgrims! It's time for new school banking, Bobby. Interest plus savings at CapitalOne.com. Why earn bupkis when your savings can earn 3 times the national average? 3 times the national average. New school banking at Capital One Bank. With interest plus savings, go to CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet? Somebody help me down.
Victory? You could almost smell it. That's my nutmeg latte. Without the powerful Quest heavy-duty internet with 99.9% network reliability, that web-connected gaming system is just a $300 piece of plastic. What? For just $19.99 a month, you get any connection speed up to 40 megs. You know how many alien worlds you can conquer with that power? A lot. You're pretty smart for a guy who's been in line for 3 days. Call now to power up your holiday with Quest and ask how to get 2-year price protection.
Can driving a brand new Hyundai Sonata put you in the holiday spirit? Or do the holidays make it more fun to drive the Sonata?
Now during Hyundai holidays, get a Sonata for $199 a month or 2.9% financing. From everyone at Hyundai, happy holidays. Visit your Twin Cities Hyundai dealers today.
Back at the Metrodome, Cromwell's already taken 1 championship trophy home. We have 5 more to give out this weekend. Will it be Barnesville or New Ulm Cathedral in Class A? Clay Matvick and Corbin Lucina will take us through the game. Fellas?
All right, Chris, thank you very much. We are ready to go here for the Class A title game. There is New Ulm Cathedral. They're in the maroon uniforms. The Greyhounds, 12-1. They opened the season with a 21-7 loss to Springfield. They have not lost since. And the Trojans of Barnesville. Barnesville 13-0. They play in the Northern Plains Conference, champs of Section 6 in Class A. Coming off a convincing 49-30 win over Goodhue in the semis. They had 527 yards of total offense. Here are the players to watch in this game, Corbin. And let's start with Barnesville. Their running back, Zach Hohalter. He is one of the reasons that this team has never trailed this year. The school's all-time leading rusher, number 34.
Yeah, just a tremendous competitor. He's got all the intangibles you look for in a running back: that drive, determination, great vision, speed, shiftiness. He's kind of the complete package for that Barnesville team.
And we've been talking so much about the running attack of teams here so far at the Prep Bowl. Let's talk about a receiver now, tight end Brandon Berg for New Ulm Cathedral.
Well, what I like about Brandon is what he's able to do, not only on the offensive side of the ball, but defensive as well. He's a high competitor. He's a high motor guy, and he's a guy we're going to be talking a lot about today defensively, making a lot of tackles and doing some special things on defense.
Yeah, Berg is the defensive end on the left side for the Greyhounds as well. These teams are at midfield for the coin toss. New Ulm Cathedral has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so the Trojans of Barnesville will receive the opening kick.
Right now it's just, they're going out for the handshake and the good luck to you, but these kids, it's just getting over these initial nerves and jitterness. They got the dry mouth going, and even as a coach, I've been in this game as a player and a coach, and it's something special. And especially when we start getting into these full team matchups with the 1As and the 2As and 3As, etc. That it's been a long road to get here. A lot of games have been played for both these teams, and right now, it's just a matter of getting out there and getting that first hit in, getting that first kick in, first throw in, and we're off and running.
Here's our game plan, brought to you by AAA Minneapolis. Great savings, peace of mind, all from your AAA. What do you see in this one, Corbin?
Well, Barnesville comes in with a really stingy defense. They work hard on their defense, and it's something they take a lot of pride in. And when we talk about both these offenses and ball control for both offenses, we're going to see a matchup here today where both offenses run very similar styles. They'll throw the ball almost as much as they run the ball. And when it comes down to that, you've got time of possession issues and turnovers. And so, we had turnovers in the first game this morning, the 9-man game that decided that game. And so look for that to be a factor here today also.
Dan Simon ready to kick it off for New Ulm Cathedral. Adam Rice, Austin Martz back to return here for Barnesville. And we are underway in the Class A title game. Short kick, fielded at the 32. Barnesville with good field position to start on their first possession out to the 37-yard line. And here's a look at the starting quarterback, Robbie Strand, for the Trojans. He is the coach's son, Brian Strand, in his 7th year as the head coach. Very proud of what his junior quarterback has been able to do. Over 1,100 yards passing with 18 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this year. He'll start out under center. First play for Barnesville. It's a pitch. It's to Hohalter. Tries to take it wide on the far sideline, lowers his shoulder, and runs right into the defensive end, Brandon Berg. We talked about Berg already here today. We're going to see him on the other side of the ball catching passes. He's a good defender, too.
Yeah, interesting that the first matchup of the day we see is those two players going at each other.
So it brings up 2nd down and 7. Opening series for the Barnesville Trojans. 13-0 on the year. Inside handoff. This is Adam Rice, and he is pushed back after getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Colin Wendinger.
Yeah, nice swarming defense. I like the New Ulm defense. We talked about, their style of defense and how stingy they are, and watch how they swarm to the ball early on in this game.
Just underway, Class A title game here at the Metrodome. 3rd down and 7 for Barnesville. Wanting to throw, this is Strand. Throws over the middle and incomplete. Intended for Tanner John, the team's top receiver. And it's going to bring up a punting situation right out of the gate here for Barnesville. They go 3-0.
Yeah, just trying to establish a little tempo here, a little play action. Downfield just overthrew him a little bit, but a little play action there. We're going to see a lot more of that today. Hohalter's going to see a lot of rushes. We're also going to see a lot of fake play action to him.
Back to return. This is Colin Wendinger for New Ulm Cathedral. Adam Rice to punt from the 30-yard line. Good kick. From inside the 20-yard line, here comes Wendinger. Comes to the near side, and he is driven down hard at the 29. New Ulm Cathedral, 1st down and 10, their first series when we come back to the Dome. Class A title up for grabs here. Game 2 of the day.
love these new cell phones.
He just got a new phone, and he can't stop using it.
Boom. Profile pic.
Do you guys need a moment?
Since John is always on his phone, we thought he'd like using Wells Fargo mobile banking.
Just pay the electric bill?
Wow.
He's able to pay his bills, check his balance.
Wow.
Even transfer money between accounts.
I can tell you what's playing here if you like.
I can tell you too.
See?
Wells Fargo, with you when life is mobile.
First quarter is brought to you by Dunwoody Technical College. Unpack your talent and put it to work at Dunwoody College. Alongside former NFL lineman Corbin Lucina, I'm Clay Matvick. You take a look at Denny Lux, the head coach for New Ulm Cathedral, and there is his counterpart today, Brian Strand. Head coach of Barnesville now in his 7th year. New Ulm Cathedral on offense for the first time here today. Brad Halverson wrapping up Eric Hauser, the fullback, after a short gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up. There is Kevin Larson, the starting quarterback for the Greyhounds. 1,400 yards passing on the year, or just shy of that. 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Here's a guy, senior, smart quarterback. He protects the football very well.
He sure does. And anytime you're only giving up 3 picks over the course of a season, when you throw it that much, that's a tremendous job.
Quick handoff. Nick Simon. He is going to be close to a New Ulm Cathedral first down. Austin Martz, the safety, stepped up to knock him down, but Simon with a big run there.
Yeah, Simon's just one of the multiple threats that you're going to see from this New Ulm Cathedral offense. He's a big kid, 6'2", 190-pounder, and he's able to make things happen because he's got good size and good speed. And a lot of people think that he might be take it to the next level, maybe play some college safety somewhere.
He does move the chains. Simon got that game-winning 2-point conversion last week in the semifinals over Minnesota, part of a 103-yard receiving day for the back. So he's also good out of the backfield catching the ball. Another running play here. Here's Aaron Paff, his first carry. Another good run on first down. Martz again on the tackle, but give Paff 9.
Boy, tremendous job here by right guard number 63, Dan Blackstead. What he does, he's got a D cleater there, and that opens up the outside running lane. And when you have that going for you as a running back, there's nothing better.
You had a few of those in your day. What do they call those, pancake blocks?
We call them pancakes, D cleaters, wake-up calls. It's a whole variety of things you can call them.
On 2nd down and 1, they keep it on the ground. First down, run for Eric Hauser and more. Gone! Touchdown, Hauser! 52-yard run, and New Ulm Cathedral's on the board first.
You know, what makes that so hard to stop is the way Kevin Larson is handling that ball as a quarterback. It's tough to pick up where the ball is, and it's just a quick handoff right up the middle there to Hauser, and you know, touchdown. What else can you say?
Hauser had 12 carries for 64 yards last week in the semifinals. Nearly 1,000 yards on the season, and that's his 12th touchdown. Extra point, good for Dan Simon. 4 plays, 71 yards in less than 2 minutes. Opening salvo from the Greyhounds of New Ulm Cathedral.
I'm Tom Dewar, President of Education Minnesota, the state's educators union. The classroom isn't the only place our students learn. From organized sports of every kind to debate, theater, speech, and more, all of these activities help teach our students important lessons and values. That's why Education Minnesota's 70,000 members, teachers, support staff, and higher education faculty are proud to support the Minnesota State High School League. On behalf of all of us, good luck to the students and coaches.
Sometimes things just come easy. Found it. And right now, with the Easy to Save event from Xfinity, saving money is easy.
Switch to Xfinity TV, only from Comcast. Now for $29.99 a month for a whole year. Watch hit movies and TV shows on demand on TV and now online. So you can watch what you want anytime, anywhere.
It's that easy.
Get Xfinity TV for $29.99 a month for a whole year when you get Xfinity Internet and Voice.
So beat the clock.
Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Class A championship game. New Ulm Cathedral scoring on their opening possession at 7-0 Greyhounds. Brian Nosbush has it teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to kick off. Stuart Brandt and Adam Rice are back deep. And they will not see it. Another short kick. It is controlled by one of the up men down at the 30-yard line.
It up. Let's go.
Colby Brayton covered it up. Here's another look at that big touchdown run, Corbin.
Yeah, an inside trap play. And what the running back is able to do is just follow his trapper and watch that seam open up, and it's a real easy touchdown for Eric Hauser.
Hauser, the team leader in rushing for New Ulm Cathedral. 163-pound junior. On first down, play fake over the middle. Man caught it at the 45. Boone Mahar, the team's #2 receiver, hauls it in. Big gainer, and Barnesville in New Ulm Cathedral territory.
You know, that's that outstanding play action. They're coming right back to it. Nice drop back, and Boone Mahar was wide open down the middle of the field. Whenever you have a back, a threatening back like Zach Hohalter on your offense, it really sets up your play action for that deep stuff downfield.
38-yard reception for Mahar. They'll go back to the ground game. Inside the 30, lowering his pads is the fullback Colby Brayton. And a pickup of 9 on that carry. He has about 800 yards and 9 touchdowns on the year. Another threat out of the backfield for Barnesville. There's head coach Brian Strand. He's also the principal of the high school at Barnesville. When he took over as head coach 7 years ago, the team was winless the year before. He has done great things with this program. There's Brayton again. And it is going to be close to a Barnesville first down. Looks like they might be a little bit short. And this is going to go against Barnesville. There has really been only one game that Barnesville has been threatened as far as taking a loss this year, and that was a game against Red Lake County Central. In that game, they took over 100 yards in penalties against. There's a penalty that cost them some yards. Looking to get it back is Strand through the air, over the middle. Has a man, incomplete. Off the hands of the receiver, Tanner John. Double coverage, but he had his men beat. Pass was a little long.
You know, when you got a 3rd and long situation, you really, you don't have a lot of choices for that type of play. They're going to play action again up the middle. It worked for him last time. This time just a little bit further than the receiver could handle it.
John, 16 catches on the year, 290 yards receiving. Now Strand goes back under center on 3rd and 11. Colby Brayton. 4th down coming up as the New Ulm Cathedral defense stands tall. Hauser, number 32, in on the tackle, the outside linebacker who had that huge interception last week.
You know, what they did here is defensively, when you've got plays like this, staying home and doing your job, you know, makes a big difference, and that's why they're able to pick up this delayed draw.
We'll see what Brian Strand has up his sleeve. He is going to keep his offensive unit out on the field. On 4th down and 6 from the 29. Strand to throw. Tipped and incomplete. Tanner John got a hand on it, couldn't haul it in, and New Ulm Cathedral will take over on downs. Just underway here, first quarter. 7-0 New Ulm Cathedral.
What are you doing? Friending somebody?
Yeah.
You got time for that? You got time to earn more on your savings online at CapitalOne.com. That's new school banking, baby. Instead of earning Squatutski, your savings will be earning 3 times the national average. Now let's review. Capital One interest plus savings at 3 times more. Go to CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet? Are you a Pisces?
At 45 local news at 9, you get a complete newscast at a time that's more convenient, weeknights at 9 o'clock, with all the reporters and all the resources to bring you the big stories first.
Airport officials told us they wouldn't yet release the woman's name or where she was heading.
I'm watching Minnesota skies and tracking storm systems, so you'll get my complete forecast right at 9 o'clock.
When you get your news and your weather first, you can wrap up your day sooner. Get all the news and get it first on 45 local news at 9.
Welcome back to the Prep Bowl on 45. This is the Class 8 championship. New Ulm Cathedral and Barnesville. 7-0 Cathedral, 7:50 to go first quarter. He's Corbin Lucina. I'm Clay Matvick. Leah B. Olson is on the sidelines today. Great start for the Greyhounds, offensively and defensively. After stopping Barnesville, they take back over. First down and 10 from the 30. Aaron Paff. He'll pick up a couple. Quickly wrapped up by the linebacker, Adam Rice. It'll bring up second down and 8. New Ulm Cathedral, the champs from Section 2 in Class A. They have an enrollment of 677. They play in the Southern Minnesota Conference. 7th trip to state, 3rd in a row, but they lost in the quarterfinals each of the last 2 years. You know that they are happy to get that taste out of their mouth and be in the state title game here today. Of course, that wouldn't be enough. They want to win it all. Caught! Aaron Paff still on his feet and now down at the 37-yard line. That should have been picked off by Connor Paul, but hauled in by Paff. And here's New Ulm Cathedral again in Barnesville territory.
You know, sometimes the ball's just got to bounce your way, and this is a good example of that. It's so hard when you see Kevin Larson pulling out to his right. He literally has got to throw across his body to the left, and Paff is there to pick it up on a big play. One thing that Coach Denny Lux said is that his quarterback is in tune with his receivers right now. They're all in the same zone, and so maybe that's just a good example of it.
First down and 10 at the 37 of Barnesville, and this play is going to be whistled dead.
Around the field.
Dead ball, false start, offense, remain first down.
I'll spot this back at the 42. There is Coach Lux. He has the Greyhounds in the state for the 3rd year in a row. In 2006, Coach Lux led his team to a runner-up finish. He's in his 16th year. His team is driving. First down at 15, good run. Eric Hauser bowls his way inside the 30, a couple yards short of the first down. Rice brings him down to the turf here at the Metrodome. And it's going to bring up second down and about 3.
One of the strong points that Hauser brings to the game is his vision for the inside trap play. And what that means is he's able to read the blocks up front and see the zone clear out. The other thing I like about this kid is the way he lowers his shoulders and runs over the defenders, finishing forward on each play.
On second down, Hauser. First down, New Ulm Cathedral. Rice again makes the stop, but the Greyhounds will move the sticks. This Greyhounds team averaging over 400 yards of offense per game, of which 28% of that comes through the air. This is a very good running football team.
Yeah, when you think about high school football, I would consider that a balanced attack. Anybody that's throwing the ball at least 30% of the time at the high school level, that's a balanced attack.
Looking for room around the near side. This is Aaron Paff, and not a lot of operating room. He is going to be thrown back. Luke Nord was there, the first man for Barnesville to make the stop. Let's tell you about Barnesville now. The Trojans, their first title appearance since 1978. That team finished as the Class B runner-up. Finished 11-1, which was tied for the school record for wins until this year. This team comes in 13-0. That's a new school record.
New Ulm Cathedral.
Denny Lux wants to talk things over. The first timeout used by either side here today. Take a look at the last decade in Class A. Minneota was the champion last year. And that happens to be the team that New Ulm Cathedral beat in the semifinals last week here at the Metrodome. 34-33 was the final. Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunbird won it in 2008. Goodhue in 07. A great Rushford-Peterson team in 06. Rushford-Peterson really the team of the decade if you take a look at it.
Yeah, certainly not as dominant as we see in the 9-man with Stephen Argyle, but a good mix of champions here, and that's fun to see when you see all these different teams able to get here and win this big game.
Rushford-Peterson beat New Ulm Cathedral in the 2006 Class A title game. There's Kevin Larson coming up under center on 2nd down and 11. Hauser is going to be dropped at the 17-yard line by Connor Paul. And it brings up 3rd down. Barnesville with 5 shutouts during the regular year. And it's not going to happen today as New Ulm Cathedral already has a touchdown on the board. They have done a great job defensively, especially against the run, but it looks like they've got their work cut out today against these Greyhounds. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Quick inside handoff, Nick Simon. He's got a 1st down and he's dragging tacklers down to the 5. What a run for Simon.
Yeah, just pure will and raw determination. And you touched on this a little bit, Clay, is this Barnesville Trojans team. They take a lot of pride in their defense, and they'll spend extra time in the mornings and things just specifically working on defense, and so they're not used to being shoved around or big gains happening on them, so this is definitely something different for them today.
1st down and goal to go, New Ulm Cathedral. From the 6. And Paff is going to be dropped by Austin Martz. Paff is the 2nd leading rusher on this New Ulm Cathedral team. Led the team with 17 carries last week and a couple of touchdowns. Also completed a 52-yard pass to Brandon Berg, so Barnesville needs to be wary of that. 2nd down, goal to go from the 2. Now a timeout. This might be an equipment timeout. Looks like Adam Rice has an equipment problem. And Zach Hohalter is going to come in for him. These officials are right on top of that. Any equipment malfunction, and they are quick to get that player off the field. Safety a top concern. 2nd down and 2. Touchdown, New Ulm Cathedral. Eric Hauser. And the Greyhounds have come out swinging here in the Class A title game.
Nice line surge right off. Right guard, Dan Blackstead, once again. Him in the center. What you're going to see here is just a nice drive block, shoulders down, and pushing the defenders into the end zone. Nothing real fancy about that. Nice line surge up front.
Here's Dan Simon, the senior, on for the extra point to give the Greyhounds a 14-0 lead. Straight on kicker. No good. Well, you don't see the straight on kick very often anymore. Soccer style has really taken over the last 10, 15 years. Straight on style of Simon fails, and it's 13-0 New Ulm Cathedral. 9 plays, 71 yards, and 5-12.
Just pure grit and determination. Following your center and your left and your right guard. straight into the end zone.
Got to really be impressed with the offensive line so far. Herzog, Prokish, Dove, Blackstad, and Simon. Simon, who missed that kick, as a right tackle, he's getting some looks from some Division II schools. This line for New Ulm Cathedral, pretty impressive.
They really have been, and they've been setting the tempo here, and they're a big part of, of their 2 scores right now. And when you look at a guy like Dan Simon, he's got an opportunity maybe to go on to the next level, and there's so many good Division II colleges out there. I'm a product of Division II College Augustana, and so that's a great opportunity if you can get on to that next level of play.
You're still big on that Augie campus, aren't you?
I get down there once in a while, one or 2 times a year.
Make your appearance.
Make a guest appearance, shake some hands, and
Jim Heinitz was your head coach, did a great job recognizing your talent and getting you down to Sioux Falls. Picked up at the 30-yard line by Adam Rice. And from the 35, that's where Barnesville will go back to work. Here's a closer look at Eric Hauser, the junior fullback. He has had a good day so far.
He's had plenty of room to run, too. That's been so critical in his runs and the scores that New Ulm has had. They've had the alleys, they've had the lanes, and you attribute that to an excellent offensive line play up front. You can see how this New Ulm offensive line is coming off the ball.
On first down for Barnesville, it's Adam Rice. Carry, he is stopped at the 42-yard line. Bring up second down and about 3. 6 carries, 82 yards, a pair of touchdowns for Eric Hauser. There he is, the fullback for New Ulm Cathedral, and as so many of these players do, he stays out on the field on defense as well.
Well, you just need them out there. You need your best players on the field. Doesn't matter, offense, defense, put your best 11 on both sides of the ball.
Halter in motion. It's shoveled back from Strand to Brayton. And he is going to be close to another Barnesville first down.
Yeah, and Brandon Berg, unfortunately, when you're trying to run at Brandon Berg, you better make sure you probably got to get 2 guys on him, because he made a great job there fighting off the block, keeping that play inside and making the tackle.
Brandon Berg led the team in tackles during the regular season with 88. And he had 8 solo stops last week. Here he is again.
See here, they're trying to string the play out. He fights off the block, cuts back to the runner, and makes the tackle.
3rd down and 1. Fullback, Brayton. First down. Looked like he might have been stopped on that initial push, but the second effort got him the 2 yards he needed.
Yeah, he was hit early, was able to spin out of there and get the yard they needed for the first down. And what we're seeing here early, Clay, is this is a smash mouth fist fight up front, both sides of the ball.
Coming up on a minute to go here in the first quarter. Play fake, Strand. Incomplete. Closest man was Austin Martz out of the backfield.
Yeah, and he was covered really well. There really wasn't anybody to throw to.
Robbie Strand has 2 grandfathers in the Minnesota Football Coaches Hall of Fame. Andy McCarty, who coached at Park Rapids, and Dick Strand, who coached at Southland. Little reverse. Here comes Adam Rice. And that was read pretty well by Cathedral.
It really was, because it was a reverse action where the quarterback turns back around and actually becomes a lead blocker. And I think that was Adam Hauser or Eric Hauser on the tackle. Yeah, so he's sniffing that play out.
3rd down and 10. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Strand has time. Has a man, caught, first down. Boone Mahar. Pretty impressed with Mahar here. That's his 2nd catch. And Barnesville will move the chains. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. (160-pound senior, 6'2", lanky receiver. Penalty markers down. And we talked about how the penalties...
Good ball. False start. Offense. Remain first down.
At times this year, they've been an Achilles heel for the Trojans. I don't know if they're going to get it off. They did just in time. Running play, Brayton. And it's a good run inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. That will be the final play of the opening quarter. New Ulm Cathedral right from the opening handshakes, taking control of this football game. They scored 13 in the first quarter. Back at the Dome in a moment.
The results speak for themselves. Building research into all that we do has brought innovation to our treatments. TRIA carpal tunnel patients' recovery times are superior to those found in any other published reports.
I gave baked beans and found better highway mileage than a comparable Camry.
We gave something safe and warm.
And we're introduced to the safety and security of OnStar.
We gave the bestest toy ever.
And discovered Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years running.
Chevy's giving more this season. And here's our gift to you. Just announced, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing plus $1,500 holiday allowance and no monthly payments till spring on most Chevy models. Visit us online at ChevyDealOnline.com.
Together, we can treat and prevent sports injuries unique to women. Introducing the Women's Sports Program at TRIA Orthopedic Center, a comprehensive program from treatment and prevention to training and nutrition, so you get the most out of your active life.
Prep Bowl fans, log on now to KSTC45.com, keyword Prep45, and order this or any of the Prep Bowl championship games. Make the memories of your favorite athlete last a lifetime with your own DVD copy. Go to Channel 45 and grandstadium.tv. Here we go, second quarter. Colby Brayton. And he has got a Barnesville first down. What does Barnesville need to do? Obviously, the first quarter, they were outplayed.
Well, a couple times penalties have knocked them back a little bit. I think they just got to kind of get over the initial shock of actually being in this game. You know, it looks like two different teams to me right now. New Ulm is playing like they're used to being here, and Barnesville is playing like they're not used to being here. And neither team have been here a lot, so Barnesville's just got to come out here and have confidence in their game and play and do everything that got them to this game at this point.
Rice picked up 5 on that first down carry. He checks out. Robbie Strand, the quarterback, under center. Hands off again. Zach Holhalter. Holhalter, 9 carries for 161, 3 touchdowns last week in the semifinal win over Goodyear. The team's leading rusher during the year, over 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. He will be over 1,000 yards soon, I should say. Brayton. We'll pick up about 4. Second down coming up. Barnesville located about a half an hour southeast of Fargo, just off I-94. This program was in co-op with Rothsay for 18 years, but Barnesville went solo last year, 2009. And here they are playing for a state championship against New Ulm Cathedral. On second down and 6. Holhalter. He stopped inside the 15-yard line. There you see Barnesville. 210 miles from the Twin Cities. The fans have made the trip to root on the Trojans today. And it's a shorter drive for the folks from New Ulm.
Yeah, the New Ulm team just came up today. They wanted to just treat this like a regular game. They got on the bus dressed and came up this morning.
On third down and 2, Brayton. And it looks like he's got the first down. And what an advantage that must be for New Ulm.
You know, I think it's more of a mindset than anything else. You know, treating things like, you know, it's just another day at the office. And you know, that's the way they did it in the semis, to where the team was dressed and ready to go. They were all on the bus, and they just got on the bus and showed up at the game. And it's the same thing they did today. You know, a lot of times the teams for these prep bowl games will come down the day before or even 2 days before just to get acclimated to the area.
Austin Martz is going to be wrapped up and pushed back. This is going to be a loss of a yard on the play. Second down. Barnesville, they need to put some points up. This has been a pretty good drive so far.
Yeah, good linebacker Phil there. They're able to clog everything up and really not give them any option to run. I notice they're trying to keep the ball inside of Brandon Berg, so they don't have to deal with him in his outside containment there.
Strand, pressured, gets out of the pocket. On the run, being chased, throws to the end zone, in and out of the hands of Tanner John, the tight end.
Well, we're able to see some shiftiness out of Strand, and is able to avoid 2 tackles there, just overthrew the receiver. Blitzing linebacker up front, eludes him. He's still able to get out and have an opportunity to score, just a little too high for the receiver.
John almost had his 7th touchdown of the year. That close. 3rd down and 11. Play fake, Strand. Out of the end zone, incomplete. Boone Mahar was the intended receiver.
Yeah, Boone Mahar is definitely becoming the favorite receiver here today. He was open early on. It just seemed like Robbie just waited a little too long to get him the ball, because as soon as he came across the goal line, he was wide open, and then started to lose real estate there as he got to the back of the end zone.
John Hagan will come on to attempt the field goal. He is 3 of 4 this year with a long of 34. This is from 28. And he got it. So Barnesville gets its first points of the day. They would have rather had a touchdown, but they're on the board, and it's a 10-point game. $8:49 to go here, first half. Cathedral by 10.
Shake it up this holiday season. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store. We're shaking up crazy prices for everyone. 10th karat diamond earrings for $19. Blu-ray video players just $49. Sweet little 2 gig MP3 players just $19. DVDs starting at $1.99. CDs 99 cents. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store.
Pawn America is right for you. Pawn America.
I'm Dick. I'm Rico. Isn't it about time you got your second win? Second Win isn't just a store, it's a fitness shopping experience. Prices are slashed on thousands of treadmills, home gyms, bikes, climbers, and ellipticals. We've got an incredible selection, over $400,000 worth of floor models, priced right, in stock, and ready to go. You get down there today because the deals are there for you. Don't you miss it.
Second quarter is brought to you by your select Heartland Chevy dealers. Visit us online at ChevyDealOnline.com. 17 plays, 54 yards, and 5:42 for Barnesville. Here is Hagan's 28-yarder to get the Trojans on the board. That's a good sign for Barnesville that they're starting to come alive, but boy, they really sleptwalked through that first quarter.
You know, they did. I think it just took them a little bit of time to realize, you know, that it's just another football game here, and to settle down and do all the things that they do well.
Across the 30-yard line.
I like the mentality, though. I mean, Barnesville came out, Clay, and they stuck with the things that work well with, you know, for them. It's Robbie Strand, it's Holhalter, and getting the ball to Boone Meyer downfield. These are things that have carried them throughout the season. They stuck with it, and they drove the ball down. Yeah, it's only 3 points, but you know what? I think it's enough to get them back into this game mentally here.
Kevin Larson brings him up to the line. Greyhounds leading by 10.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Remain first down.
I think that was on the end. Brandon Berg just got a head start. Denny Lux, a great call in that semifinal game. The Greyhounds trailed 13 points in the fourth quarter, roared back, and Denny Lux decided to go for 2 instead of the tie. It paid off. Team won that game. Again, 34-33 the final. Brian Nosbush, his first reception today across the 35 to the 36-yard line. John Hagan, the corner, makes the tackle. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, he's a big receiver, just a real quick, one-step drop slant play. They're giving him that soft cushion there on the edge, and they're taking advantage of it right now.
Nosbush had that 23-yard touchdown that pulled New Ulm Cathedral within a point in the fourth quarter last week.
Yeah, both these corners are playing off these receivers.
Eric Hauser, nowhere to go. Andy Jansen, the defensive tackle, making the stop. Here's how the teams got here. Barnesville with wins over Monoman and Goodhue. New Ulm Cathedral got past Atwater, Cosmos, Grove City, and Minneota. Minneota, the defending champs in this class. Third down and 5 for New Ulm Cathedral. They are 1 for 1 on third down conversions today. Larson to throw. Boy, that was almost picked off. He was trying to go to Nosbush again. Well covered by the cornerback, Hagan.
Yeah, Hagan was all over that one. And I see what they're trying to do here with Nosbush is that they're seeing a little bit of a softer cushion there on some of these corners, and they're trying to take advantage of it. Hagan that time with an excellent defensive play.
And he gave up about 4 or 5 inches to Nosbush, still got up there to knock it down.
Yeah, they're trying to take advantage of that matchup. You've got a big receiver in Nosbush. He's half a foot taller than some of these other kids that just throwing the ball up to him.
Colin Wettinger on to punt, and it sails out of bounds. Good field position for Barnesville when we come back. 13-3, New Ulm Cathedral leading in the Class A title game.
I'm Tom Dewar, President of Education Minnesota, the state's educators union. The classroom isn't the only place our students learn. From organized sports of every kind to debate, theater, speech, and more, all of these activities help teach our students important lessons and values. That's why Education Minnesota's 70,000 members, teachers, support staff, and higher education faculty are proud to support the Minnesota State High School League. On behalf of all of us, good luck to the students and coaches.
Mom calls us her dynamic duo. We turn off lights that aren't being used and other stuff. She says we're saving the planet, but we know we save for gobs of money too. We're saving energy by turning things off. What can you do? Find out at togetherwesave.com.
Fan Cam is brought to you by Channel 45. Get the news and weather first. Weeknights on 45, local news at 9. Well, Barnesville gets it back after the shanked punt by Colin Wettinger at the 48-yard line. They're down 10. Colby Brayton, the fullback. Good carry into Cathedral territory. He's finally pulled down at the 46-yard line by Patrick Bach, the inside linebacker.
Yeah, just student body left here, Clay. They just, they're lining up 6 down linemen. So double tight ends, plus a lead back. Everybody's going to left, student body left, and it's just a matter of mashing and grinding your way up there for a nice little 7-yard gain.
False start. Tanner John, the tight end, jumped.
Field. Dead ball. False start. Offense. Remains second down.
Barnesville is in uncharted territory. Before today, they had never trailed this year in a football game.
Yeah, and right now you're going to see what kind of team they truly are when you're in a heavyweight matchup like this.
Play fake, Strand. Nobody home over the middle. Third down.
Yeah, he wanted to go to Boone Maher on that, but Boone got tied up early. Play a little bump and run on the corners there, and it looks like that a safety come over the top too. So Boone they're starting to pick up on him. New Ulm has got some double teams happening over there against Boone, and that's what disrupted that play.
6:18 to go, second quarter, 13-3 New Ulm Cathedral. Third down and 8 for Barnesville. Knocked down at the line. Evan Walterman, the defensive end, got his paw on it. Fourth down.
Yeah, they got, I'll tell you what, Barnesville's lucky there because Walterman real easily could have been a pick six heading back the other way. So many times you see that ball tipped and then caught again by the same defensive lineman, and he would have been wide open down the field there to score a touchdown.
Adam Rice comes on to kick. He's averaging 36 yards per punt. And he nails this one. Bounces at the 6-yard line, but rolls into the end zone. So New Ulm Cathedral will have it at the 20 when we come back. Cathedral leading it by 10. Class A title game here at the Metrodome.
Sometimes things just come easy. Found it. And right now, with the Easy to Save event from Xfinity, saving money is easy. Switch to Xfinity TV, only from Comcast. Now for $29.99 a month for a whole year. Watch hit movies and TV shows on demand on TV and now online. So you can watch what you want anytime, anywhere. It's that easy. Get Xfinity TV for $29.99 a month for a whole year when you get Xfinity Internet and Voice. So beat the clock. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
To find out how your school can be part of the TV production team for 45, home of the Minnesota State High School League tournaments, log on to KSTC45.com and click on Prep 45.
For anyone who's never made a slap bet or captured a flying cockamouse, if you've never done the naked man, isn't it about time you took the leap?
I can do anything!
Jesse, you did it! How I Met Your Mother. Get into it 5 nights a week.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on 45.
45.
New Ulm Cathedral beat Minneota in this year's semis, but last year Minneota won the whole thing. Brandon Anderson gave Minneota the early lead. The quarterback Sam Durnick, he had 4 touchdown passes, 159 yards through the air, as Minneota beat Adrian in the Class A final, 42-21. But this year there will be a new champ in 1A. New Ulm Cathedral with the football, and they go back to the ground game. It is Nick Simon. Stopped just shy of the 25-yard line. We have seen Hauser run the football. We have seen Simon. We have seen Aaron Path. They keep them coming at you.
Yeah, they move it around, and I think they take a lot of pride in this balanced attack. They certainly have the weapons that they can get the ball to. And you know, defensively for Barnesville, that's a lot to contend with right now.
Penalty flag.
Whistle stop.
Dead ball fall, encroachment on the offense, remains second down.
I think Colin Wenninger, number 82, lined up offside. "16 years as head coach, Denny Lux. Has his team in the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row. Reverse. And Simon is going to be dumped at the 25 by Austin Martz. Boy, Martz has been busy today. The team's leading tackler for Barnesville got to Simon there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, he's just got such a, you know, he's got a good feel for where the ball's going to be. Ooh, almost got the ball out there.
3rd down and 5 for New Ulm Cathedral.
Yeah, a turnover here could really shake things up for Barnesville.
Greyhounds 1 for 2 on 3rd down today. Play fake. Larson dumped. Ball incomplete. Connor Paul, number 12, great job defensively. Kept that one away from Hauser.
You know, and there's great pressure by Tanner John here. He had to come up throwing short on that ball because he had Tanner John flying in at his legs. Typically you see an interception when something like that happens. So nice job by Tanner John.
So now New Ulm Cathedral will have to punt.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Barnesville's kind of settled in here a little bit now.
Colin Wettinger averaging 35 yards for punt, standing at the 11-yard line. Rice and Hagan back deep for the Trojans. Ball checks up at the 45-yard line, takes a bit of a New Ulm Cathedral roll down to the 36. 4:15 to go in the half. 13-3 New Ulm Cathedral. But you're right, the momentum, which was all New Ulm Cathedral early, has certainly settled down, and it's a bit of a draw right now.
Well, it was good to see that because I know that Barnesville came in here with a lot of defensive pride. You know, a couple, 2-3 days a week, they're meeting at 6:45 in the morning just on defense. And so, you know, they take a lot of pride in what they're able to do this year as far as shutting offenses down, and we're starting to see that now, especially on that last drive.
Robbie Strand out of the gun. The junior quarterback gives it off to Adam Rice. Aaron Paff, the outside linebacker, there he is, number 27, makes the stop. Give him a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, it's nice to see that, you know, both these teams are still staying pretty patient. You know, nobody's trying to force the ball downfield as of yet.
Wanting to throw, this is Adam Rice. Has a man, short. Pass incomplete, intended for Austin Martz, who tried to adjust to the pass, which was underthrown, incomplete. I'll get the news and weather first on 45 Local News at 9 weeknights right here on 45. And for the latest in high school sports, visit KSTC45.com, keyword PREP45. Strand back in there now. He wants to take a shot downfield. Tipped and almost intercepted. Ben Wolf, the safety, almost picked that off.
Punt! You know, it's too bad. He was going for the 1st down, but he had Adam Rice underneath, and Adam was wide open within a couple of yards of the down markers, and so that's definitely something he's going to have to come back to.
Robbie Strand, 2 for 5 with a touchdown and an interception last week in the semifinals. Almost threw it INT there. And this punt takes a Barnesville roll inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Good kick for Adam Rice. And with 3:16 to go, New Ulm Cathedral gets it back.
Yeah, we're starting to see some good defense now on both sides of the ball. We're able to control the tempo of this game.
In case you missed our first game here today at the Metrodome, the Cromwell Cardinals got an outstanding performance from their quarterback, Jordan Suhonen. Yeah, I had a hard time with that one in the first game. I apologize. He had 5 rushing touchdowns, over 300 yards rushing, both Prep Bowl records. Jordan Suhonen. Very impressive day, and the Cromwell Cardinals got their 4th state title. Andy Jansen steps up to bring down Eric Hauser. Clock coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the half. Toss sweep. Ted Skillings with his first carry.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of that stinginess in Barnesville come out. They're always having now in each one of these drives, they've got 2 or 3 guys at the point of attack.
Timeout called by Barnesville. That is their first timeout called for today. There's Coach Strand.
Yeah, both teams, being relatively conservative overall. Just trying to rely on a strong running attack, handling the ball, not turning the ball over, and hoping that both defenses will be good enough to control this game. And we're starting to see a little bit more of that now, Clay.
Corbin, we talked about how slow Barnesville was out of the gate here this morning. It's funny too because they practice at least 3 times per week at 6:45 a.m. and early start time shouldn't be foreign to them. Of course, it was early afternoon, but still earlier in the day than the typical Friday night.
Yeah, and it's just getting used to the atmosphere of the Dome too. Kids come in and being here where the Vikings play and being a part of this atmosphere can be something. It might take you a quarter or 2 just to kind of get over that. Settle down.
Simon goes in motion, rolling out to the right is Larson wanting to throw and hit as he tries to at the 10-yard line. Josh Harris, number 53, the defensive end, made the tackle.
Yeah, he came in scot-free to the backside. That's such a dangerous situation there because that close to the end zone, that ball could have easily been knocked out of his hands. Good job by the quarterback. I like the way Larson could kind of feel that pressure coming, and he pulled that ball down and protected the ball because a turnover at this point in the game could definitely make things happen for Barnesville.
Kevin Larson shaken up on that play. He is out. He is over on the New Ulm Cathedral sideline right now. And from his own end zone, Colin Wendinger will punt. Is that partially blocked, Corbin?
I think it just, in order to avoid the pressure, I think he just shanked it off the side of his foot.
Good field position here for Barnesville with 2:21 to go before halftime.
Yeah, this is definitely an opportunity for Barnesville right here, Clay, to go into halftime within 3 points.
Don't forget another game coming up after this one, Caledonia and Triton. That'll be game 3 of 4 today. That's for the Class 2A championship. 5-8 tonight, Rosemont and Wayzata. Play fake. Tipped and incomplete. Pass by Strand almost intercepted. There was Wendiger in the coverage. Boone Mahar, the intended receiver.
Yeah, just coming off that play action, Boone did have some separation, but what they're doing now is they're bringing the safety over for that extra coverage. And so New Ulm is making that adjustment. They know that Barnesville's trying to get the ball to Boone, and so what they're doing is bringing that safety coverage over.
Nick Simon did a great job of getting a hand on it. Colby Brayton gets it to the 26. Third down.
Still plenty of time here for Barnesville. They tried to go for that big strike early, but they're rushing the ball efficiently enough here to march it in. They've only got a little under 30 yards to go here.
You just saw Drew Path warming up, the backup quarterback for New Ulm Cathedral. Adam Rice, first down, Barnesville.
Yeah, and that could definitely change the momentum of this game too. You lose your starting quarterback, all of a sudden, whoa, that's not what we planned for today. And changes the whole mentality of the team.
Kevin Larson dinged up on that last series for the Greyhounds. First down and 10 at the 21. Barnesville marching. Handoff. Hohalter to the 11. Eric Hauser, the outside linebacker, brought him down.
Yeah, Hohalter's really protecting the ball well too. When you watch him run, he's got both hands on the ball. Nobody's knocking that ball out of his hands. Then he moves the ball to the opposite hand away from the defenders, which is smart ball carry. And this, anytime you're in the red zone, down 2 scores, you cannot give up the ball.
They keep it on the ground with Rice. And another Barnesville first down. First down and goal to go from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and I think they're managing this very well right now, Clay. Still got a full minute left. They're running the ball. They're eating up the clock. They're putting themselves in a position to get another score before halftime.
It's a team that never trailed during the year, and they're playing now like they don't like it very much. Here's Hohalter. He's inside the 5. And there's a timeout on the field. Barnesville calling a timeout. And Kevin Larson, bad news here for Cathedral. He has been taken off to the locker room. Starting quarterback for New Ulm Cathedral has headed to the locker room early. That might just be because of where the game is at. They figure, let's just get him into the locker room for halftime. We may still see him for the second half. That doesn't mean he is out for the day.
Yeah, they may just need a few minutes to deal with whatever's ailing him, or whether they got to tape something up, or sometimes he took a shot from behind. And, what's scary looking there is it does look like he went down on his right shoulder, his throwing shoulder. And so often you see quarterbacks break a collarbone or separate a shoulder in that particular situation. So we hope he's okay for the second half.
Drew Paff, the backup, has been warming up for Cathedral. 39 seconds to go. Second down, goal to go from the 4, Barnesville. Zach Hohalter. He is stopped at about the 1.5-yard line. Eric Hauser there again.
Yeah, they're going to go right away. They've got 2 plays already called in order to save some time.
Did he get in?
Yeah, it looked like he got in.
No signal yet from the officials. No, he did not.
Here comes play number 3, 10 seconds.
Clock is moving. 4th down, goal to go. Quarterback keep. Strand, touchdown. The Trojans get in with 3.3 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah, that was part of that timeout. If we don't get in, here's the next 3 plays. They just had 3 in a row they were going to run. Dive left, dive right, and a QB sneak, and they're able to get the touchdown. Real good coaching management there. I like the way Coach Strand had that set up. They called the timeout. I'm sure he said to his guys, hey, listen, we got 39 seconds. Here's what we're doing. We're doing this play, this play, this play. Boom, they're in the end zone. Nice job of coaching there by Coach Strand.
Hagan with the extra point. And it's a 3-point game. Barnesville has assumed the momentum just before halftime.
When it comes down to this play, I'm sure you got the quarterback in the huddle. I'm sure Robbie just said, listen, QB sneak to the right, boom, snap the ball, they're in the end zone. Nice management there. I really like the way that Barnesville's managing this game at this point. They're not getting into a panic mode or anything like that. They're being very fundamental in their play calling and fundamental in everything that they're doing down the field. And you know what? That score really goes to show, what they're doing well.
It was a 9-play, 33-yard drive in 2:18. Now, if you're Barnesville here, you don't want to make a special teams mistake and allow a return here with just 3 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you know, squib it down there. Keep the ball on the ground. Maybe to that second level of guys, try and hit one of those guys, something like that. We haven't seen many balls, even the first game, did they go deep to any of the deep returners. So
it is a short kick, taken at the 32-yard line, and that is going to do it for the first half. New Ulm Cathedral has the lead going into the locker room 13-10, but Barnesville took over that football game in the second quarter, and they've got a lot of momentum going into the break.
They certainly have, and we've got to be concerned about New Ulm's quarterback situation coming out the second half. That could really change the outcome of this game. It could change some game planning. It could change the mentality of both teams, and so it should be a real interesting half. I'm real happy to see Barnesville wake up, though, and get into this game.
Kevin Larson, the starting quarterback for New Ulm Cathedral, dinged up in that first half. We will try to get a report on his availability for the second half, and we'll pass that along as soon as we can. Let's go down to Leah.
Thank you, Clay. Coach Lux, your team comes out strong in the first quarter. The second, Barnesville starts to make a run. What did you think of the first half?
Well, you know, right now we just got to get in the locker room and kind of regroup. I thought we did a very good job, executing in the first quarter. Second quarter, they're coming with a little bit of pressure, and they're kind of changed their defensive front up a little bit and caused a little bit of problem. But we've had a few penalties that kind of put us in the hole a little bit. But you know what? We've got the lead, and we're going to get the ball to start the second half. So it's really up to us to just kind of regroup.
Kevin Larson left the game early. Any idea how he's doing and how you would fare with your backup quarterback?
Well, I tell you what, we've been practicing a Wildcat and a version of that all season long. And now's the time to use it because Nick Simon, our wingback, will go back there.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.
All right, guys, back to you.
So we'll look for Nick Simon to take some direct snaps in the second half if Larson does not come out after halftime. New Ulm Cathedral leading it by a field goal. Halftime coming up here on 45 from the Prep Bowl.
Surprise! Hi, Mom.
George, Susan came home. You drove? It must have taken you forever.
Well, it was so cold the car wouldn't start this morning. Then I hit some ice outside Chicago.
That's horrible.
Oh, it's all right. Dad gave me AAA, remember?
Hi, Pumpkin.
Hi, Dad.
Give the gift that lasts all year. AAA gift memberships start at just $62. Find out more at AAA.com.
I'm Mary Jo Copeland. Sharing and Caring Hands is in its 26th year of helping people in need, thanks to your generosity. Because of today's economy, more people need your help. Your donations provide meals, shelter, food, clothing, medical services, and help with emergency needs. 93% of your tax-deductible donations goes to the needs of the poor. We take no government funding and rely solely on your donations. To learn more or to donate, go to sharingandcaringhands.org. Please give generously, help those in need, assist the families, and give hope to the children.
Hiring Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben was so important because with my injuries, I have lifelong expenses. Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben cared about me and my future.
They treated us like family. They were there whenever we had any questions and needed anything. They were there to help day or night.
I would definitely recommend Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben because of their honesty, integrity, and dedication that they put into my case.
When I attended community college, I felt like I was just way too much of a number.
Before, if an obstacle were to get in my way, I would have given up. But here at Rasmussen, you have so many people backing you that you can't give up.
You know, with the smaller classroom size, it felt like a family, like an extended family.
The staff really cares about you as an individual. Anything that you need, you can find at Rasmussen.
It's been the best decision I've ever made in my entire life.
Start your story at Rasmussen College. Visit rasmussen.edu/mystory or dial the number on screen.
45.
Halftime is brought to you by Tria Orthopedic Center. Comprehensive orthopedic care at one convenient location.
Back at halftime here at the Metrodome, the Class A championship. New Ulm Cathedral leading Barnesville 13-10, but things could be interesting. depending on the quarterback situation. Well, one area high school had a very unique situation this year. When one school closed, it set up a scenario where former arch rivals became teammates. We were there early this season as more than a dozen former St. Bernard's players became part of the team at Concordia Academy.
Dating back to 1891, St. Bernard's was an institution. A lack of funding forced it to close prior to this school year. Its students spread out to new schools, many to nearby Concordia Academy, setting up an interesting situation on the football team.
Ready? A year ago, if I'd have said St. Bernard's, your thought would have been, yuck.
We didn't really like each other when I was at Bernard's. We would always want to destroy them, basically.
Hey, get these guys going!
Former rivals became teammates. Hit! And they wasted no time symbolically uniting at the first preseason practice.
Our motto this year is one body. And before we stepped on the field, we all linked arms and we all came into the practice field together.
From the very start, everyone adjusted just fine.
One people would look at me and be like, who is this guy? I mean, I put on green. I'm not used to that, but I mean, I adjusted really fast.
We got basically the whole football team from Bernard, so it's just putting two teams together. It doesn't get much better than that.
Let's go! Shedding their St. Bernard's identity had to be tough for the players who transferred, but you'd never have known it.
1 by half, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Not in our interviews, and certainly not in their first game in a Concordia uniform. They beat St. Paul and Mounds Park Academies 42-0, the first of 4 wins this season.
Back here on the sidelines, I'm joined by Justin Katsemius, former Minnesota Golden Gopher. That was a very different first half where Ulm Cathedral came out and really put it to Barnesville in the first quarter, but Barnesville's taken back some of the momentum.
Yeah, the first time all season that Barnesville finds themselves trailing. And I think, again, the way they haven't been here before, so they settled down in the second quarter, put up some points, and most importantly, that last drive to get 7 points out on the board as the clock's running out. Really big change in momentum late in that first half.
All right, as we continue our halftime festivities, we're going to go to the TRIA Orthopedic Center to learn a little bit about ankle sprains.
We are here at TRIA Orthopedic Center, and I am with Dr. Scott Wissink, a primary care sports medicine expert at the Acute Injury Clinic. Dr. Wissink, we're talking about sprained ankles. How common are they?
Ankle sprains are one of the most common injuries we see here at the Acute Injury Clinic, probably because athletes and non-athletes alike get them.
So when an athlete or a non-athlete does get a sprained ankle, how do you figure out when to get it evaluated?
Typical signs and symptoms of an injury include swelling, pain, decreased ability to bear weight. So if those symptoms persist for more than a week, I recommend evaluation.
And what are some of the treatments?
In general, relative rest, ice, compression, elevation, and then initiation of a therapy program.
And is there actually a way to prevent ankle sprains?
Nothing's been proven, but taping, bracing, making sure they're at their full potential after being rehabilitated are important facets.
Dr. Wissink, thank you so much for your time.
If ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire Company.
Did you know winter tires are not just for snow? Winter tires grip the road better than all-season tires in weather conditions 45 degrees and below.
It's that time again. Come down and see me for a great deal on winter tires.
Right now, get a $70 rebate on any set of 4 Michelin tires.
If your wish list for a new car includes one that responds to your voice, has advanced driving technologies, all at a remarkably low price, you either have a very good imagination or you've been peaking.
Now, during the Lincoln Wishlist event, get the best sign and drive offer of the year, plus 4 years no-charge maintenance on a Lincoln MKZ.
It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
Back here at halftime of the state Class A championship game, Ulm Cathedral leading Barnesville 13-10. I am Chris Long, joined by Justin Katsemius here. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights, how we got to the score of 13-10 as we stand right here. And really, like we talked about, Ulm Cathedral, Justin, came right out.
Yeah, just a couple simple dive plays here early. Eric Howes with the fullback takes it, just goes north and south, and again, Barnesville just not able to get off blocks and make tackles.
He can score from far away and score from short in.
And that, as we said before, first time they found themselves trailing, so they come back, they get some points on the board with a field goal. I think that really settled them down. And then late in the first half, they get the ball back with a big defensive stop. They go down the field. Their quarterback, Robbie Strand, as the clock is running out and they're out of timeouts, he puts it through for the touchdown. And, you know, this has been a tale of two different quarters in the first half. Total yards, a pretty even matchup. You know, really a very even game. It's just how it was played. New Ulm gets the hot start in the first quarter, and then Barnesville battles back to end the first half.
Today's first half stats are brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, we will go far together. Well, Justin, we've kind of got a neat treat here. Channel 45 and its partner Grand Stadium are proud of the work that our student production teams have done all through the year to bring you Minnesota State high school events. The following is a student-produced segment highlighting their involvement with Channel 45 and their production experience with these tournaments.
I have the best memories.
It's all about pride. Andover is a beautiful place.
Everyone here is just so friendly.
It's life-changing.
Husky pride.
We are at halftime of the Class A championship game. New Ulm Cathedral has the lead, but Barnesville has the momentum. We'll get you set for the second half kickoff coming up.
Oh my gosh, you're...
Hey, you're kidding me, that's real?
That's Dick and Rico.
Who?
So where's Rico?
Cute. I love this guy. Second Wind isn't a store, it's a fitness shopping experience. Name brands, Life Fitness, Pacemaster, Hoist, Vision, Octane, we have them. Look good, feel great, live longer. Visit us today. You won't be disappointed.
Don't miss Menard's Super After Thanksgiving Sale. Get super 2-day sale deals Friday and Saturday. Get super savings on gifts for the entire family. Save on a great selection of premium holiday candy like chocolate-covered cashews, $1.95 each. This 18-volt half-inch cordless drill is only $39.87. This party-to-go amp and speaker is just $59.99. An arcade 2-player basketball game is only $59.99. Don't miss this sale. Get 2 days of super savings Friday and Saturday at Menards.
You know what all these Chevy trucks for sale have in common with a new Ford truck? Nothing.
I feel like it's about time for a change. That's a pretty sick truck.
This is the Ford F-150. You want to hop in?
Absolutely.
Best-selling line of pickups for the last 33 years. Go ahead, put yourself in the back of this. Look at the assist. Final thoughts, final observations?
Love to take a test drive.
Now, get up to $6,500 total savings on a 2010 F-150 with SIG, Chrome, and tow package. Visit your Northland Ford dealers today.
You slowly unwrap that foil wrapper. Oh, yeah, there it is. In all its glory. Arby's beef and cheddar. Dripping and oozing with all that golden gift from the gods. Under that onion roll, the perfect beef to cheese to bread ratio. This here's the mothership. The one that brings in people from anywhere at any hour of the day. Hey, it's a rock star for a reason. Well, you never had one? Oh, come on.
The beef and cheddar. Only at Arby's.
Halftime continuing here at the Class A championship. Let's throw it over to Leah B. Olson.
Coach Strand, your team came out a little bit slow in the first quarter. What do you attribute that to?
I just think that they were a little bit more fired up than we were to start the game. I think they caught us off guard with some plays, but I think that we responded well after that.
What do you say to him in the locker room as you could feel the momentum kind of swinging your way at the end of the first?
Pretty much said this is their game to win or lose. If they come out and play like we did at the end, we're fine. If we come out and play like we did in the beginning, we're in trouble.
Defensively, were you happy with what you saw?
Yes, very much so.
All right, thank you for your time.
Very much.
All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, Leah, thank you very much. Back with Justin Konzemius. I'm Chris Long here as halftime continues of the Class A championship game. This is just game 2 of 4 today, and then we've got 2 more for you tomorrow. Let's take a look at how things have gone so far today and what's coming up later in the day. Fantastic 9-man game. 49-42. Cromwell wins a record-setting day for Cromwell quarterback. Barnesville right now, they're trying to make a game of this with New Ulm Cathedral. Justin, looks like we may have another barn burner on our hands.
Yeah, Cromwell was just the appetizer. I guess this is now the salad, but so far, what a great Prep Bowl 29. Obviously, I think the big thing to see in the second half is to see what happens with the quarterback for New Ulm, Kevin Larson, as he went out with it looks like a pretty tough injury as he took a sack late in that first half.
Teams are coming back on the field. We will be back shortly to kick off the second half of the Class A championship game. New Ulm Cathedral takes a 3-point lead into the final half.
Shake it up this holiday season. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store. We're shaking up crazy prices for everyone. 10th karat diamond earrings for $19. Blu-ray video players just $49. Sweet little 2 gig MP3 players just $19. DVDs starting at $1.99. CDs 99 cents. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store.
Pawn America is right for you. Pawn America. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
There are times when you can get a brand new Elantra for a song. But since it's the holidays, let's call it a carol.
Now, during Hyundai holidays, get an Elantra with 0% APR plus $1,500 bonus cash. But only at your Twin Cities Hyundai dealers today.
After this weekend snow, the streets
The employees found out about 10 o'clock this morning, but they still don't know.
That same pattern is still holding, but it's starting to show signs of breaking down.
We understand that you want more from your news, and we're going to be first with local news. For the most complete weather and local coverage, first, watch 45 Local News at 9. Relive all your favorite moments at the Minnesota State High School League Tournament with your own DVD. To order your copy, log on to kstc45.com and click on Prep 45.
Chris Long back with you at the Metrodome. We're getting ready for the Class A championship game, second half. We do have an injury update for you. We'll go down to Leah B. Olson. She has the latest status on Kevin Larson, the New Ulm Cathedral quarterback.
It does not sound like good news, guys. Kevin Larson, it sounds like he has broken his collarbone. Coaches are saying at this point they don't think he will be back, but we will go in for another update just to confirm, but it does sound like he's broken his collarbone.
Thanks, Leah. Justin Konzemius, this sets up an interesting situation. We could see an entire half of the Wildcat offense.
Yeah, Nick Simon, a wingback, is going to take a step behind center to see what he can do, and hopefully a state championship game, he can get rid of those jitters early on and calm his troops down, calm himself down, and just get after it and play some football. But a very big change in their schemes as they enter the second half.
How do you take this as a team? Do you sort of say, you use it as a rally point, we want to get behind, they don't know what we're going to be doing now, or is this a little demoralizing for Cathedral, already on their heels after the way the second quarter ended?
I think it could be tough. I think, again, this game is going to shift right now, so the team that comes out right now and rallies around whoever they have behind center, but plays the physical run stopping, because we saw so much run back and forth late in that second quarter. It's a team right now in defense that comes out and takes control of the second half that will win this football game.
Running back Eric Hauser with 2 touchdowns already, and Cathedral may lean on him even more with Kevin Larson, their quarterback, reportedly out for the game. Let's take it upstairs to Clay Matnick and Corbin Lucina for the call of the second half.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Drew Paff is the backup quarterback for the Greyhounds, but Denny Lux alluded to it during that interview with Leah right before half that Nick Simon, who is their top running back, arguably their best athlete on the team, will take a lot of snaps in the Wildcat formation here the rest of the game, most likely.
And you know, you can think of it as kind of a twofold problem. Is it a problem for New Ulm, or is it a problem for Barnesville? Because now all of a sudden, Barnesville, who's been getting ready all week for Kevin Larson, now they've got to deal with a completely different style offense defensively. So it's going to be real interesting to see here this second half how this all shakes out. And so what you know, New Ulm has done is they put the best player they can that's going to give them the best chance to win this game, and that's going to be Nick Simon at quarterback for New Ulm Cathedral here this second half.
And we'll see the Greyhounds offensively right away here in the second half as they will receive. John Hagan has it teed up. And we're underway here in the second half. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Colin Wendinger out to the 33. And Stuart Brandt in on the tackle for Barnesville. Again, Kevin Larson, the quarterback for New Ulm Cathedral,
huge series, guys.
We believe suffered a broken collarbone. That was the initial report. We're still waiting on confirmation on it. But Kevin Larson unlikely to return in this state championship game. And there you see Nick Simon. He is the team's leading running back. He will be taking direct snaps here in the second half. Keeps it himself. Good run. Out across the 35 to the 37 before he's upended by Adam Rice, the linebacker.
Yeah, and a big adjustment here now is you know, Nick is taking shotgun snaps to run this Wildcat style offense, and it's a totally different feel of the game. You know, being under center, you know, taking the ball directly from the center is a different feel, and this is something he's definitely going to have to get used to here early on in order to be successful.
Second down and 6. Hands it off this time to Aaron Paff. Bounces to the outside. And brought down by John Hagan just shy of the first down marker. Good run for Aaron Paff.
Yeah, we saw a lot of this early on in the other game, the 9-man game. It's a combination of either quick handoffs, you know, misdirection counters, things like that. That you know, maybe Barnesville wasn't necessarily preparing for to get ready for this game.
And New Ulm Cathedral is really going to have to get a lot out of their running game now, because you got to think that most of their passing game goes away now that Kevin Larson's out of the equation.
Exactly. How much has Nick Simon been throwing the ball?
I don't know that he got it.
He did it?
I don't think he got the first down.
He's just short. He's just short.
It's going to bring up fourth down. Maybe a half a yard for New Ulm Cathedral. No, they're going to give it to him. Boy, from up here, it looked like he was short.
Wow.
They didn't even measure.
Yeah, it's hard to say if his knee was down there or from that angle, but now the play moves on. Here we go. It's first down.
Nick Simon running this New Ulm Cathedral offense at the 44 of the Greyhounds. Reverse. And boy, was that read well by the Barnesville defense. Adam Rice in on the stop. Also Tanner John at the point of attack. It's a loss of 1.5 yards.
Yeah, just swarming. Andy Jansen was in there too. They had 3 guys in on that tackle, and that was a good sign because, you know, a misdirection reverse type play out of the shotgun formation to have, you know, 3 tacklers in on that play, that's good defense.
That was Brandon Berg on that run. He's been pretty quiet here today for Cathedral. Play fake. Simon wants to throw under pressure. Steps out of a tackle. Looking downfield now, hit as he throws. Caught at midfield and a first down for Brandon Berg.
Wow, what a play. You know, Brandon was hit hard, you know, on that catch, but Nick Simon coming out throwing the ball under pressure. He takes a huge hit at the end of this play. This should have been an interception all the way. But Brandon Berg offensively comes up huge here with a big catch.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Yeah, that was exactly lucky right there.
Brandon Berg has been making plays all year long for New Ulm Cathedral. Over 400 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns. He gets his first catch today, first down and 10. Greyhounds. Inside handoff. Good run. Inside the 20-yard line, Eric Hauser.
Eric Hauser showing us some nice speed here. Good trap kick-out blocks by number 60 there, Eric Prokish, and the rest is history downfield. That, you know, whenever you get those nice kick-out counter blocks like that, it really opens things up nice for the running backs, and they're able to take advantage of that.
Hauser now 9 carries, 106 on the ground. Simon goes to Hauser again. Willie Anderson, the defensive tackle, making the stop. And I like the way Simon is managing this offense here. He's being asked to shoulder a heavy burden now that the starting quarterback, Kevin Larson, is out of the game.
Yeah, and you know, Eric Hauser's coming up big, and you know, he's still got Aaron Pfaff out there too. You know, we haven't heard much from him yet.
Barnesville secured a lot of the momentum in that first half, in that second quarter, but now on the opening drive of the half for New Ulm Cathedral, they are marching. Simon dives ahead. It'll bring up third down and fairly long. Tanner John in on the stop. There's Denny Lux. He's got his running back running the offense at quarterback.
You got to wonder at this level, high school level, how much they actually practice during the week with another quarterback.
Again, the backup is Drew Paff, a junior, but he feels more comfortable with Simon at the controls. Simon to throw. Tipped and almost intercepted. Penalty markers down, and so is Nick Simon. Going to be roughing the passer on Barnesville. Simon really took a shot to the chops.
He did. We were almost on our third quarterback of the game here. He took one right in the back.
Well, that's a tough call now that I look at it.
It is a tough call. You know, there's so much talk these days about.
On the defense.
Boy, I don't know how you make that call. It's you know, at the NFL level, you talk about head-to-head contact, and there's a big stink this year about fines and defensive players hitting guys in the head, and boy, that to me just looked like it was a good old-fashioned hit. You know, a very clean hit. Yeah, the quarterback didn't see it, but that's part of football.
Goal to go from the 8. Hauser down to the 6. Big break for Cathedral to keep this drive alive.
Big break, because we're seeing some good defense here out of Barnesville. You know, they've had to adjust to a new quarterback now, a new style of offense, and they're still playing really aggressive. And you know, unfortunately, the call doesn't go their way, and that keeps New Ulm Cathedral's drive alive.
Simon. He's going to be stopped for a loss. Austin Martz, the safety, the team's leading tackler, comes up there and brings him down.
Yeah, it just didn't look like he had enough time to get things going there, Simon. He needed a lot of speed to make those outside runs happen, but boy, great tackle there. Nice step up by Austin Martz.
See that 87 total tackles on the year. That leads the Trojans. Also 4 interceptions. That's a team high. He's had a great year on defense. This drive started at the Cathedral 33. They've got it now. Third down, goal to go from the 7. And a penalty marker down.
Dead ball foul, delay a game, offense, remain third down.
That really hurts for Cathedral. Now they've got it at the 12. And if they are forced to kick a field goal here, that just pushes them back a little further. And field goal kickers are hard to come by in high school football.
Yeah, not a lot of them around.
Simon hit as he throws, picked off, intercepted by John Hagan, and this Barnesville defense comes up huge.
You know, and it's all about the pressure at that point. Once again, Tanner John putting the hit on Nick Simon, causing him to throw that, causing an errant throw, and that's what happens is you get a pick out of that. That's a huge turnover.
Well, you really got to tip your hat to Nick Simon. Engineered a nice drive, but throws an interception at the goal line.
Waiting can be a pain. So now we're open until 8 p.m., even on weekends. No appointment needed. 8 to 8, 7 days a week. So if you get hurt, come to the Acute Injury Clinic at Tria Orthopedic Center.
People, look at you! Texting, blogging, all this technology, but you're still banking like pilgrims! It's time for new school banking, Bobby. Interest plus savings at CapitalOne.com. Why earn bupkis when your savings can earn 3 times the national average? 3 times the national average. New school banking at Capital One Bank. With interest plus savings, go to CapitalOne.com. What's in your wallet? Somebody help me down.
Some surgeries require a hospital stay. Some you can just go home. And now there's a happy medium. The innovative Tria Hilton Recovery Program. Close by for next day follow-ups, nurse on duty, room service. Just relax and recover.
The third quarter is brought to you by AAA Minneapolis. Great savings, peace of mind, all from your AAA. After a John Hagan interception at the goal line, Barnesville has it now. First down and 10 at their own 3. Robbie Strand hands off. Looking to get the Trojans a little running room. Adam Rice. Now here is the hit on the quarterback Nick Simon, who is actually the starting running back, but he's in there because Kevin Larson was injured in that first half, and obviously throwing is not his strong suit, Corbin.
No, it's not, and not to mention having to do it under duress.
Yeah. Just over 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Strand gives off for Colby Brayton. Brayton in that first half, 81 yards on the ground. Check that, 55 yards on the ground on 11 carries. He the lion's share of the groundwork for Barnesville in that first half. First down and check that, third down and 4 here coming up for Barnesville. First down run, Zach Hohalter. Out to the 21-yard line. Patrick Bach brings him down to the turf.
Let's go sideline!
Yeah, Barnesville's just finding a way here to kind of grind downfield once again. Sticking true to what works well for them. I like that. I like the management here on this side of the ball. They're slowly working their way back into this game.
On first down, Strand wants to throw. He will not be able to. Sacked at the 11-yard line by Evan Walterman.
Yeah, just too much pressure there, Clay. It looked like there was almost 2 or 3 defenders that came free, on the left side of the ball. Must have been looks like some miscommunication there. Anytime you get that many defenders in your face, there's definitely some guys not doing their job.
Evan Walterman, the senior defensive end for New Ulm Cathedral. And the Greyhounds, just like that Barnesville defense did on that last series, trying to come up big here. Martz carries for a short pickup. Third down and long coming up. There's Dan Simon. He was in on that last tackle. We talked about him getting some looks from Division II schools.
Yeah, he's definitely got the size to take it to the next level.
He's a 275-pounder. That is a big senior in high school, no doubt about it.
Look for Barnesville to try and find Boone Meyer downfield here.
Play fake, throws, incomplete. Tanner John on the crossing route, had it and dropped it. Peter Bregelman, the linebacker, was there on the coverage.
Yeah, last couple situations like this, they've been trying to find, Boone Maher downfield. This time it was Tanner John's turn, and he just didn't come up with the ball.
So now punting situation. Adam Rice comes on.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. We had a player come on the field there as the ball was snapped.
Bobbled. And Aaron Wenninger is going to be brought down at the 47-yard line. Again, there is a marker down.
Michael Strand and Matt Schockert on the tackle.
Yeah, Max Schockert was a kid that came off the sideline as the ball was being snapped, so I'm not sure what kind of call we're going to get here.
What are they going to do? Illegal substitution on the kicking team.
And that was that Max Schockert, flying in at the last minute there. Looks like they had some substitution issues. Yeah, watch the top of your screen. There he is. As the ball's being snapped. Better off just calling a timeout in that situation.
In week 14 of the season, that really shouldn't be happening on special teams.
It's kind of like that 12-minute huddle thing that's gone around here a couple times. So, yeah, that's definitely a timeout situation. Your punter's got to be aware of that. He's got to count the guys on the field and understand how many guys you have in the huddle. So
we step aside. It's a 13-10 game, 3 minutes to go in the third.
When many parents add their young drivers to their auto insurance, they try to save money by only getting the state minimum for liability coverage. But if your child is in an accident and you get sued for damages, it could easily cost more than $60,000. They'll go after your house and retirement savings next. I won't let that happen to my clients.
Your AAA insurance agent will shop many top-rated companies to find the right balance of cost and coverage for you. Find your agent at AAA.com.
At 45 Local News at 9, you get a complete newscast at a time that's more convenient, weeknights at 9 o'clock. Get all the news and get it first on 45 Local News at 9.
45 is home of the Minnesota State High School League tournaments. Now you can see all the action and excitement online for free with Prep 45. November 26th and 27th. See all the gridiron action with the Minnesota State High School League Prep Bowl tournaments. It's online and it's free. Go to KSTC45.com and click on Prep 45.
New Ulm Cathedral has it at the Barnesville 46-yard line, leading by 3 with 3:01 to go here in the third. Nick Simon engineered a drive that took Cathedral inside the Barnesville red zone. He is the starting running back, playing because of Kevin Larson being out with a collarbone injury. He's got it here on the run, and he is in the secondary down at the 28-yard line. He took the handoff from Drew Paff, the backup quarterback. Denny Lux may have decided to go with a little more Paff here, since that last drive ended in an interception by Simon.
I think it's just maybe getting back into what their comfort zone is. Offensively, what's their identity and what everybody's used to playing. And definitely Nick Simon looks a lot more comfortable running the ball than he does dealing with the shotgun snap and handing it off. And that was a good example of it.
Paff away from center. Hands off inside the 25, down to the 21-yard line. It's Eric Hauser. Drew Paff, the quarterback, has not played a lot this year. Kevin Larson, the starter, out with what is reported to be a broken collarbone. We're still waiting on confirmation on that injury report, but Larson unlikely to return in this football.
Yeah, he took a vicious hit, from the backside. You didn't see it coming, and often quarterbacks will be driven into the ground, into their throwing shoulder when that happens.
On 2nd down and 4 from the 22, here is Aaron Paff. Aaron is the older brother of Drew, taking the handoff from the junior quarterback. 3rd down and 1 from the 19. Boy, the defenses have played really well here in the second half. It looks like Aaron Paff got enough for the first down. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I like the adjustment, Coach Denny Lux has made here. He's figured out that, Nick Simon wasn't the answer. The Wildcat wasn't the answer. And he went back to the more traditional look, getting that second string quarterback in there, getting Nick Simon back to his normal position. And I think the team looks a lot more comfortable this way.
Here is Simon. Touchdown, New Ulm Cathedral. Boy, you said it. That is what the Greyhounds do best.
Yeah, it's a comfort that, Nick Simon, look at how well he runs the ball now. Just the way he's coming out of the backfield, he's used to dealing with a handoff, not giving out a handoff. And we see it here. It's just a traditional counter tray play to them. He's a hard runner, a good athlete, and he's been doing a lot of this year. And so another touchdown for the Greyhounds.
It's a 5-play, 46-yard drive in under 2 minutes. And Cathedral has assumed control of this game again. Half under center. They are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Rolling out to his right, has time. Now feeling a little heat, being chased, and he is going to be ruled down at the 11-yard line. So the 2-point conversion attempt fails. It stays a 9-point game.
Yeah, New Ulm has done a great job adjusting to this game, and we look for a big comeback here from Barnesville.
I'm Tom Dewar, President of Education Minnesota, the state's educators union. The classroom isn't the only place our students learn. From organized sports of every kind to debate, theater, speech, and more, all of these activities help teach our students important lessons and values. That's why Education Minnesota's 70,000 members, teachers, support staff, and higher education faculty are proud to support the Minnesota State High School League. On behalf of all of us, good luck to the students and coaches.
Drive them wild with a new Critical Habitat license plate. Your contribution of $30 plus your usual license fee helps support Minnesota's natural habitats. You will be helping to preserve important wildlife habitat and plant communities such as wetlands, prairies, old-growth forests, and endangered orchid sites. Choose from a white-tailed deer, chickadee, the lady slipper, or anglers enjoying our Minnesota lakes. Now available at your local automobile license center.
There is Nick Simon. He has had an interesting day, to say the least. He has been very effective in the ground game. He has been asked to play quarterback for a series. Here he scores a touchdown to give the Greyhounds a 9-point lead.
He's one of their playmakers. He's a kid that'll probably go on and play somewhere at the next level, and so he's really capitalized on his abilities today.
Good return for Barnesville. Adam Rice down at the 47-yard line.
Boy, I like the way that New Ulm has really capitalized and controlled that. Most of that half, New Ulm has had the ball. They've controlled the ball well. They're not turning it over. Even though they didn't score on that first drive, they still had good defense and came back and finally got their score on the second drive.
Some of the Cromwell folks, they got their blue ribbons on as they won the 9-man championship. Colby Brayton takes it ahead to midfield. They'll bring up second down. And about 8. There is Dan Simon again, big number 71. He's not afraid of contact, is he?
No, anytime you get that kind of size and a kid is going to play aggressive, boy, that's fun to see.
This is Austin Martz. He picks his way on the 47-yard line. Wendinger makes the tackle. And we are down to the final few seconds here of the third quarter. A man is down for Barnesville. There's Brian Strand, the Barnesville head coach, looking on. He may have to make a trip out to the middle of the field to check on his player. 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And that's a good sign. Austin Martz is actually going to walk off under his own power. 600 yards, 8 touchdowns on the year. You don't want to lose a guy like that, especially in a close championship game like this one. 4 receivers set on 3rd down and 4 from the 47. Final play of the 3rd quarter, most likely. They pitch it out to Brayton. 1st down, Barnesville. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Nick Simon, the star of the game so far for New Ulm Cathedral. His touchdown moments ago, making it a 9-point difference.
Don't miss Menards Super After Thanksgiving Sale. Get super 2-day sale deals Friday and Saturday. Get super savings on gifts for the entire family. Save on a great selection of premium holiday candy like chocolate-covered cashews, $1.95 each. This 18-volt half-inch cordless drill is only $39.87. This party-to-go amp and speaker is just $59.99. An arcade 2-player basketball game is only $59.99. Don't miss this sale. Get 2 days of super savings Friday and Saturday at Menards.
Man, I love these new cell phones.
He just got a new phone, and he can't stop using it.
Boom. Profile pic.
Do you guys need a moment?
Since John is always on his phone, we thought he'd like using Wells Fargo mobile banking.
Just pay the electric bill?
Wow.
He's able to pay his bills, check his balance.
Wow.
Even transfer money between accounts.
I can tell you what's playing here if you like.
I can tell you, too.
See?
Wells Fargo, with you when life is mobile.
45.
The 4th quarter is brought to you by Klein Nissan in Maplewood. Stop in now and check out our year-end clearance event. Alongside Corbin Lucina, former offensive lineman in the NFL for 12 years, including a stop here with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Clay Matvick. Glad to have you with us for the Class A title game. Prep Bowl 2010. Penalty flags down as Barnesville has it. 1st and 10 at the 40 of New Ulm Cathedral.
Dead ball fall. False start. Offense. Remain 1st down.
1st and 15 coming up. And that's going to make Brian Strand unhappy. Penalties haven't been a friend here of the Trojans today.
Yeah, there are too many penalties here in this game. Just, you know, when you're playing a team like New Ulm, you need all your weapons, and anytime you're getting these penalties, it's just too much to work against.
Play fake. Caught over the middle. Boone Mahar. That is his 3rd catch today. Nick Simon made the tackle.
Yeah, nice timing throw here. Boone was wide open over the middle. We always see that play action now. Both these teams run really good play action. Guys countering in front, the fake handoff, and Boone is able to find an opening there right across the middle.
Mahar now 3 catches for 61 yards. 2nd down and 3 for Barnesville. This is their 1st time in the Prep Bowl. 3rd overall trip to state. Last year they lost to the eventual state champ Minnesota in the 1st round. 1st down pickup for Hohalter. And Barnesville again, much like we saw in the 2nd quarter, starting to pick up some steam.
Yeah, you know, they just kind of quietly respond. You know, they've got a very good offense. I kind of thought that this would be a little bit more high-flying offense for both teams. We're seeing a little bit more ground and pound than I thought we'd see, but I do like the way that the Trojans are responding every time that New Ulm scores or New Ulm has a good drive.
And another equipment problem, a helmet issue. And so a substitute, Ben Wolf, comes out defensively for the Greyhounds. As Aaron Wenninger, the starter, is out. Strand to throw, comes to the near side, caught and dropped. Adam Rice had it, but then it was knocked out of his hands. Good play by Eric Hauser, the linebacker.
Yeah, Eric Hauser, the linebacker, good defense. He had a couple of options there. We had Boone down the middle also along the sideline there. He was wide open and chose to take the underneath route, but good defensive play there.
Just love the effort from these kids here today. Saw it in the first game, seen it here in the Class A championship too. This is Hohalter again. Penalty markers down as he picks up a yard. Holding here on Barnesville.
Yeah, Pat Bach getting up slow there. There was a swarm of players tackling Hohalter there.
On the offense, repeat second down.
I'm going to mark this back at the 37-yard line. Boy, this has been a good Barnesville drive at times, but so often they've been their own worst enemy.
They sure have. A lot of penalties.
So now 2nd and 20. Double play fake. Strand, feeling the heat, gets it downfield. Tipped and picked off. Intercepted at the 10. Bringing it back here is Aaron Wenninger. Huge play for New Ulm Cathedral.
Yeah, at that point, Robbie's just got to get rid of the ball. You know, he's got to. What he did is he threw it into quadruple coverage, trying to make something happen, and unfortunately, that's what happens. And you know, he's trying to make a play happen. They're down in this game, and nice job by New Ulm Cathedral, and we'll see how they respond when we come back.
Your out-of-style gold jewelry is in style with us. Hi, I'm Shane. And I'm Joe. And we're the Gold Guys. Your class ring doesn't fit? That herringbone necklace is tangled up.
Bring your old broken and out-of-style gold jewelry to us and be surprised at what it's worth.
Shop around and then come back to us for the highest price guarantee.
Stop by one of our stores and our warm, friendly staff will guide you through the entire process.
Go online at goldguys.com or stop by our store at Mall of America or Arbor Lakes. And remember, we're the Gold Guys.
Time is running out. Take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months on remaining 2010 Sentras, Frontiers, and Titans. Get $500 in bonus cash and 0% on remaining 2010 Ultimas. Get ready for winter with the all-wheel drive Murano. $500 bonus cash and 1.9% for 60 months. Offers this good only come around once a year. Hurry in now before the deals are done. Klein Nissan, just south of 694 on Highway 61 in Maplewood.
New Ulm Cathedral takes over at their own 23-yard line after a huge interception by senior defensive back Aaron Wenninger. The 7th interception thrown this year by Strand. And now the Greyhounds going back to work on offense. It is Simon. Check that. Hauser plunging ahead to the 30. Adam Rice on the stop.
You know, we're starting to see penalties and now turnovers take their effect, you know, on this Barnesville team. You know, it seems like just when they're going to come back into this game, they get a couple of nice plays going, and then either it's a penalty or a turnover, and those are very costly in a game of this magnitude.
Simon lowers his shoulder, picks up the first down. Adam Rice again. Under 10 minutes to go, and New Ulm Cathedral, after the turnover, has a chance to take some time off the clock, potentially make this a 3-score game, thanks to their defense. This is Aaron Paff. Shakes loose. Sidesteps a tackler to the 40. Still on his feet. 35 markers down. And so is Paff at the 33. Big run for senior Aaron Paff, but we'll see if it's not going to come back.
There was a marker thrown at the 46.
That's a block in the back. It's going to come back for the Greyhounds.
Boy, Paff really showing some pretty good acceleration in the open field.
blocking the back on the offense. Result of the play, first down.
So bring it back inside the 45-yard line of New Ulm Cathedral at the 44, first down and 10. 9:27 to go. Another short run. Give a yard to Simon. As Ellefson, the nose guard, makes the stop. Second down and 9. Nice move, Simon. He is going to be stopped just shy of the first down marker. Connor Paul able to bring him down. And it'll be third and fairly short. 244 yards rushing for New Ulm Cathedral here today. The first opponent this year of Barnesville to go over 200 yards on the ground in a game.
And they took a lot of pride in that coming into this game, that nobody went over 200 on them, you know, for the whole season. And so Nick Simon definitely having a great game today.
On 3rd and 2, they pitch it back. Great stop in the backfield. Stuart Brandt, the corner. All 5'3", 120 of them, steps up and makes the hit.
Boy, what a play by Stewart. A little guy like that, cornerback coming up and making the stick there for a big loss. Nice open field tackle.
That was a textbook, wasn't it?
Absolutely textbook. And to be, he's considerably outsized there also.
This series we tackle.
I don't think this is a stretch. He's got to be the smallest guy on the field.
Oh, there's no
for
question.
either team.
Yep.
But not afraid. Big hit there. And it puts Cathedral in a 4th and 5. They have to punt. They fake the reverse on the return. Hagan stopped at the 35-yard line. So Barnesville down 9, still plenty of time in this football game. 7:15 to go here in the Class A title game, Prep Bowl 2010.
It's time to do something. Press a button. Flip a switch. It doesn't take much to make a difference. Control what you can control. Take matters into your own hands. And just watch what happens to your energy bill when you do. Find out how the little changes add up at togetherwesave.com.
Who gave a dump truck?
And found over 1,700 pounds of payload.
I gave 5-alarm Chili, and I got a powertrain back for 5 years or 100,000 miles.
I gave a work coat, then bought a Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road.
Chevy's giving more this season, and here's our gift to you. Just announced, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing, plus $1,500 holiday allowance, and no monthly payments till spring on most Chevy models. Visit us online at ChevyDealOnline.com.
Game summary brought to you by the State Educators Union, keeping Minnesota smart. It's a 9-point lead for the Greyhounds of New Ulm Cathedral. They have lost their starting quarterback. That happened back in the first half. Kevin Larson out of this game. We suspect a broken collarbone. But Cathedral has managed without it.
Yeah, and I think what they did is they went back to what made the most sense. You know, put the second string quarterback in, Drew Paff, and keep Nick Simon in a position to do the things well he does well at, and that's run the ball. And so I really credit Coach Denny Lux for making that decision early on enough to make
Personal
another
foul,
score.
face mask on the defense, first down.
There's a break for Barnesville after that run by Brayton. Boy, it was subtle but the officials will call that every time you get that hand anywhere near that face mask. They will flag it.
Yeah, there's so much sensitivity these days towards any type of head contact at any level of football.
Brayton strung to the outside. Nice job by the defensive pursuit. Brayton brought down by Brandon Berg. Stick around on 45. 2 more championship games to come your way from the Metrodome. Up next, Caledonia and Triton for the 2A title. Then at 7 tonight, a game that a lot of folks are looking forward to. Rosemont and Wayzata for the 5A championship. Michael Strand, the brother of the quarterback Robbie Strand, hit by Dan Simon, the defensive tackle. 3rd down coming up. Michael Strand is a freshman. Simon, the senior, throwing his upperclassman weight around. Here is Robbie Strand to throw. Gets it to the outside. It's complete. Well short of the first down. Adam Rice is wrapped up and dropped. Patrick Bach there, the inside linebacker. And it'll bring up 4th down. 4th and about 4.
Interesting call here. I think that 5:45, well, they're going to go for it, looks like.
They are. Brian Strand, the head coach, going for it on 4th and 4. His son Robbie looking to throw, swings it out to the flat, incomplete. Zach Holhalter had a little bit of real estate in front of him, probably enough to pick up the first down, but he didn't catch the pass first.
He had plenty of room there to at least get the first down, possibly 6 points.
So New Ulm Cathedral takes over on downs. When we come back, the Greyhounds leading it by 9.
My condo association needed to save some money, so they made some changes to their insurance policy. I wasn't sure what that meant for me, so I called Cindy at AAA.
The association raised their deductible up to $5,000.
Had anything happened to my condo, I would have been out $4,000. But Cindy fixed it.
I make sure my clients are protected.
Your AAA insurance agent will shop many top-rated companies to find the right balance of cost and coverage for you. Find your agent at AAA.com.
After this weekend snow, the streets
The employees found out about 10 o'clock this morning, but they still don't know.
That same pattern is still holding, but it's starting to show signs of breaking down.
We understand that you want more from your news, and we're going to be first with local news. For the most complete weather and local coverage, first, watch 45 Local News at 9.
Can we use your shower?
Get to know Barney.
Wait for it.
The most legendary man in the world on How I Met Your Mother. 5 nights a week.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on 45.
Barnesville stopped on a 4th and 1, and now New Ulm Cathedral gets it back. They lead it by 9 with 5:27 to go.
Yeah, that was a big point in this game. Being down by 2 scores, they had to have that.
Nice defensive play, shooting in. Zach Holhalter, big number 34, the senior linebacker, dropping Simon.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a little salty after missing that last pass.
Excuse me, that was Aaron Paff on the run, pardon me. And now timeout. Barnesville calling a timeout, 5:18 to go. New Ulm Cathedral's Nick Simon out of the Wildcat after the injury to the starting quarterback Kevin Larson. Somehow got that into the hands of Brandon Berg. He has been more impressive running the football, though, than throwing it.
No, there's no question. It's purely a comfort thing. When you go an entire season of running the ball, and I said before, getting used to taking handoffs and seeing things open up in front of you, it's totally different than taking the ball from a shotgun and handing off to somebody else. It's a completely different concept. He just wasn't comfortable there. I can't say enough about what Denny Lux did as far as switching back to what's best for his team.
Paff hit again in the backfield. This time Adam Rice, number 33, the junior linebacker, makes the stop.
Yeah, Barnesville's definitely bringing some pressure now. They're sending some linebackers, trying to make something happen here as the clock ticks away.
Look at the elbows of Adam Rice. He is bloody on both of them. It can't be easy to play on this turf.
Well, you know, since they went to the what it
field
used
turf?
to be, yeah, what it used to be in here was literally carpet, and those are the days of the serious, the rug burns and the, you know, the infections on the arms and the knees and things like that. And so, this new style of turf that, you know, has come across in the last 10 years or so has been a lot easier on the bodies, but it's still nothing like grass. So you will get an occasional burn like that.
New Ulm Cathedral trying to take some time off the clock. They got to convert here on 3rd and 15. Half hands off. Simon hit again, and down. John Hagan, the first one there. Several Barnesville Trojans followed in to help, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's that pressure defense from Barnesville. Now that's 3 straight plays for a loss that Barnesville has caused. So they're definitely bringing pressure. They've made some adjustments how to handle those counter trays. They're disrupting the pulling blockers, and they're able to get some really good backside pursuit and able to shut those plays down. Now we're seeing a 4th and long.
John Hagan back to return. Colin Wendinger is on the kick for New Ulm Cathedral. Good snap, and it's blocked. Takes a Barnesville roll, but great field position here for New Ulm Cathedral.
Yeah, Barnesville definitely got a hand on this ball.
Watch the flags and pass right away.
Looks like it was Hohalter. Now he's been a little salty, Clay, since he dropped that pass, that first down that he missed. He's made some big tackles, and they're a big play on special teams, so he's definitely turned his game up a notch.
Hohalter goes in motion. On 1st down, play fake, Strand to throw, has time, now runs out of the pocket.
He's got
a man at the 28, Mahar. And he is down at the 18-yard line. Boone Mahar, that is catch number 4 for him today, brought down by Bregelman, the outside linebacker.
All in the same place, too. Boone is got a little bit of a knack there for finding that open area, and you can kind of see that developing early on.
Brayton inside the 10. This is a 2-possession football game, but Barnesville, if they can score quickly, there's certainly enough time where they could get 2 scores.
Yeah, especially the pressure their defense is putting on. They've definitely figured something out on the defensive side of the ball.
Brayton again. This time no operating room on that right side, and he is thrown down with authority. Bregelman was there, so was Brandon Berg.
Yeah, just point of attack stuff. What you saw there is, you know, Dan Simon, number 71, really disrupted that play from the internal part.
Down to the 5-yard line. John Hagan.
You know, the other thing here, Clay, is you know, they can kick a field goal here and save some time. Maybe get the ball back. You know, it's 2 scores. You know, they need 10 points to take the lead. There's nothing wrong with that either. John Hagan kicked this field goal.
On 3rd and goal. Brayton again. Stopped a couple of yards short of the goal line. 4th down and goal coming up. And the field goal unit will come out for Brian Strand. You can see him hollering for the field goal unit.
Yeah, you have to do it. You've got a kicker. He's made a 50-yarder in practice, and so get the points, save the clock, save the time right now, and live to fight another day. Your defense is playing really well.
Hagan has already hit 1 field goal from 28. And he's got his 2nd field goal. Huge points for Barnesville to make this a 6-point game with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, they're right back in this game, and their defense, with their pride and joy, has set them up to give them an opportunity to win this game. The last possession of New Ulm, when they had the ball, remember, it was 3 straight plays that New Ulm lost yardage because of that Barnesville pressure defense. So I would look to see a lot more of that coming up on this drive here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Barnesville still has a chance to win this game.
Six plays, 38 yards in under 2 minutes, a 19-yard field goal for Hagen. And Barnesville, who has been battling all game here. They have been trailing the lion's share of this football game.
Yeah,
but they're within 6 with a lot of time left.
And they're hanging around, Clay, and to much of their own fault, it's been penalties and a couple of turnovers that have put them in this situation of being behind. But otherwise, they've been in this game every step of the way.
Ted Skillings and Colin Wendinger are back deep for New Ulm Cathedral. Hagen to kick. Onside kick.
Onside.
Penalty.
I don't think it went far enough. Or they were offsides, either one.
Looks like they were offside. That's the initial indication from the official.
Dead ball foul, encroachment on the kicking team. Retry 5 yards back.
Yeah, Deb, it looks like they had 2 guys for sure over the line before the ball was kicked. And what's, here's the other thing, what's the mindset? Is 2:30 enough? Should they be on-siding right now? The way their defense has played, I think that they could get New Ulm off the field if they continue to bring the same pressure and get the ball back with at least a minute or more to go in the game. So this is definitely a gutsy decision.
They'll try again. Covered up at the 49 by New Ulm Cathedral. It's Simon. Big play for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, I would expect right now we're going to see a lot of pressure from Barnesville.
Denny Lux has been without his starting quarterback this entire second half. There is Drew Paff, the backup to Larson. Larson knocked out of the game with what was reported to be a collarbone injury in the first half. And he has done a nice job managing this offense. They'll run. Short pickup, Aaron Paff. Josh Harris, the defensive end, makes the stop. Timeout. Timeout, Barnesville. And Barnesville is out of timeouts. Today's Golden Moment brought to you by the Gold Guys at the Mall of America and in Maple Grove at the shops at Arbor Lakes. We guarantee to pay the most. And that touchdown run by Nick Simon really changed the feel of this game for New Ulm Cathedral.
Yeah, and you could really sense it once they made that change of getting Nick back to the running back position. The whole mentality, the whole feeling of the New Ulm Cathedral sideline changed. Everything kind of changed, and that you could definitely see they felt a lot more comfortable with that matchup. Having the Paff kid back at quarterback where he should have been, and Nick running the ball. It's definitely a way better feeling for their offense.
2nd and 7. Aaron Paff to throw. Has a man at the 26. Brandon Berg, the tight end, with a huge catch. First down. And they will continue to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, gutsy play in that situation when all you need to do is move the ball, keep the change moving, keep the clock moving. Definitely Barnesville wasn't expecting that, and Brandon Berg was able to get behind those defenders, that safety back there, and he was wide open.
He completed a 52-yard pass to Berg last week. They connect again for a big play. And here is Aaron Paff, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of 1 by Josh Harris.
Yeah, Brad Halverson really filling nicely in there for Barnesville. Yeah, I like that call, though. I mean, looking back on that, you think that if you're Barnesville, that New Ulm's going to be pounding the ball and running the ball, and all of a sudden they come up with this halfback pass, and Brandon Berg was able to get behind those defenders.
Eric Hauser to the 25. So 3rd down and 11 coming up. Most important thing, though, is that clock continues to move. Barnesville can't stop it. They're out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're really putting themselves in a tough spot here. Even if they get the ball back, they're just not built to move down the field this quickly in 50 seconds or less.
New Ulm Cathedral could somehow pick this up, be a huge play, and put this game away. Simon. What a run! Down to the 11, 1st down, and that's going to ice it.
All Nick Simon there, all Nick Simon. What he did, that's just guts and determination. He was probably wrapped up a couple of yards short of the 1st down, and all his determination and guts just pushed him right past that marker and sealed the game up right now for New Ulm. Boy, he's really come up with some big plays today. They've asked him to play quarterback, now running back. He's back his normal spot. Came up with a huge play there to seal this game up. And that'll be it, folks.
13 carries, 90 yards rushing for Nick Simon. No bigger run than that 1st down run, which put the game away, and Denny Lux and the Greyhounds celebrate. There is Kevin Larson, the starting quarterback, knocked out of the game in the 1st half with a collarbone injury, but his team without him able to get it done. Congratulations to New Ulm Cathedral. They are the champions in Class A. And there is the player of the game, Nick Simon. Brought to you by Rasmussen College. Learn, grow, succeed. In-demand degrees for today's job market.
You know, and you look at his stats, 90 yards rushing, and he's a player of the game. So statistically, Clay, when I look at it, it's not an overwhelming statistic that made him the player of the game. I think it was all the intangibles, Clay. He came up with some very big plays at some key opportunities throughout the game. You know, they asked him to play quarterback, didn't necessarily work out all right, put him back to his normal position, and he really, really capitalized. And you look back even to the last play of the game where he had the ball and got that 1st down. He sealed the game for New Ulm, and so he did a tremendous job today.
There's Kevin Larson. I'm sure he is disappointed that he wasn't able to be on the field in the 2nd half, but his team did a great job taking care of business. Drew Paff, the backup quarterback, he also deserves a tip of the cap.
You know, because here's what Drew did well is he came in and he didn't do anything to lose the game for him. You know what I mean? Just come in.
Managed it.
Manage the game, exactly. Manage the game, manage the ball. Don't turn it over. Hand off to your playmakers, Nick Simon. And it just, the whole offense looked a lot better. It looked a lot more fluid. And, you know, tremendous success came out of it.
New Ulm Cathedral under head coach Denny Lux started the season with a loss to Springfield. 21-7 was the final. Team not feeling good about itself. They squared things away, rattled off 13 straight wins, and finished the year state champions here in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, both these teams, you know, Barnesville really, you know, they played well. They had some key moments where some penalties and some turnovers hurt them, but you know, hats off to both these teams. They both played well. New Ulm's a victor. Nick Simon, you know, we can't say enough about him. And what a great job he did this year, and he will go on to play at the next level somewhere.
(19-13) the final. New Ulm Cathedral wins it. We have crowned 2 state champions here already today at the Metrodome. Cromwell in the 9-man. And now in Class A, New Ulm Cathedral. Don't forget, coming up next, Caledonia and Triton
Please come forward to receive these awards.
in 2A.
Congratulations.
And
to
later
the
on tonight, the
players,
5A championship game,
their head coach,
Rosemont
Brian Strand,
and Wyzetta.
the assistant coaches, their fans, and the community. Ladies and gentlemen, runner-up, Class 1A 2010, Prep Bowl 29, 13-1 record, Section 6 champions, the Barnesville Trojans.
Some long faces on those Trojans, Corbin, but they played a real good football game here today.
They certainly did, and
Ladies and gentlemen, the
it's just,
2010 Minnesota
you know,
State High School
hats off to
Class
New
1A
Ulm.
football
They figured out a way to
champion
win this game, even
is
with an
New
injury
Ulm
to their
Cathedral
quarterback.
High School. Will the captains please come forward to receive your gold medals and championship trophy?
That Barnesville defense hadn't allowed a 200-plus yard rushing game all year, but Cathedral was able to pound it on the ground, especially Nick Simon.
Yep, big difference today.
And trophy held high. Congratulations to the Greyhounds. 2 games in the books here at Prep Bowl 2010. Cromwell wins it in our first game in the 9-man title contest, and now New Ulm Cathedral. Hard fought, well played. The Greyhounds get it done even though they lose their starting quarterback in the first half. For Corbin Lucina, I'm Clay Matvick. Stick around. More from Prep Bowl 2010 coming up. Our 2A championship on the way. 19-13 the final. Cathedral over Barnesville.
Sometimes things just come easy. Found it. And right now, with the Easy to Save event from Xfinity, saving money is easy. Switch to Xfinity TV, only from Comcast. Now for $29.99 a month for a whole year. Watch hit movies and TV shows on demand on TV and now online. So you can watch what you want anytime, anywhere. It's that easy. Get Xfinity TV for $29.99 a month for a whole year when you get Xfinity Internet and Voice. So beat the clock. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
5 years ago, TRIA was founded with 3 partners and 1 principle. The patient is number 1. That's driven innovation after innovation, like our renowned facility built to deliver state-of-the-science orthopedic care all under one roof, including research and education, a unique women's program, the nearby TRIA Hilton Recovery Program, a new mobile care unit, and the first acute injury clinic, open 7 days a week, which all has led to extraordinary restorative results.
When I attended community college, I felt like I was just way too much of a number.
Before, like, if an obstacle were to get in my way, I would have given up. But here at Rasmussen, like, you have so many people backing you that you can't give up.
You know, with the smaller classroom size, it felt like a family, like an extended family.
The staff really cares about you as an individual. Anything that you need, you can find at Rasmussen.
It's been the best decision I've ever made in my entire life.
Start your story at Rasmussen College. Visit rasmussen.edu/mystory or dial the number on screen.
Shake it up this holiday season. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store. We're shaking up crazy prices for everyone. 10th karat diamond earrings for $19. Blu-ray video players just $49. Sweet little 2 gig MP3 players just $19. DVDs starting at $1.99. CDs 99 cents. Spend less, get more at your neighborhood Pawn America store.
Pawn America is right for you. Pawn America.
The post-game show is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards.
2 of 6 Prep Bowl champions claimed New Ulm Cathedral, joining Cromwell as state champions. Let's go to Leah Beals.
Thank you so much. Coach Lux, you started the season on a loss. You ended as the Class A champions. What does it feel like?
It's just awesome. I mean, it's awesome for our school, all the past players that have worked so hard, to make this program solid. And, boy, I just give our fans a lot of credit for all coming down here. We had a bunch of people here, but our football players hung in there. We had that downer right before the half by losing Kevin Larson, but it all worked out. I thought Nick stepped up and ran the Wildcat in that first series. We used up a lot of clock there, and that was huge. And then, of course, we went back to our regular offense, and our backup quarterback did a good job handing the ball off.
Talk us through that decision-making a little bit of how to decide what to do after Larson was knocked out of the game.
Well, all year long, Nick is such a versatile guy. He can throw the ball, he can run. And years ago when he was younger, we thought about him as a quarterback, and then we kind of let him grow into just being a running back. But this was nothing. You know what? Destiny kind of set it up for us because we feel bad for Kevin. He's a heck of a basketball player, a heck of a baseball player, and he's going to be a little while before he gets healed up. But our guys came through, and he's one of the big guys for it.
Coach, thank you so much. Let's go over to Nick. Walk us through what you were thinking when the coach asked you to do quite a bit today, not only be the quarterback, the running back. What was it like?
Well, he just told us to stay calm, and we trust our coach. And I was a little bit nervous right away, but when we came out, I got into it, and it felt good.
This was such a great game, and Barnesville was always right there with you. Did you feel the nerves right to the end?
Yeah, we knew we had to play defense through the fourth quarter.
All right, Nick, congratulations, and you're the state 1A champions. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right, Leah, thank you very much. Back down here on the sidelines, Chris Long with Jessica Zemius. Just a great effort there by Nick Simon. He gets the touchdown, but maybe the best run was that game-clinching run on third down there with 30 seconds to go. What an effort for a guy playing a role he probably didn't expect to play when he got here this morning.
Well, no, and he stepped into the role quickly, and I think, again, you can only imagine the nerves that were going through him. But, give credit to Drew Paff, a junior quarterback that doesn't get lots of snaps during the year, but he comes in when the team needs him. He just does a great job managing the game, as the coach mentioned there, just simply handing the football off. But that was a huge change and a real big change in the philosophy of how this team plays. Coming into this game, a team that had a lot of balance on offense, but really in this game, they needed to be the more physical team against Barnesville, both on offense and on defense.
All right, thank you to you. You and I will both be back tomorrow for the games. We're not done here today, though, on Channel 45. Our coverage will continue. The Class 2A championship game between Caledonia and Triton still to go. Stick around. That'll be coming up right after a quick news break from 45 Local News.
Oh my gosh, that's a guy. That's it, guy.
Are you Dick? How's the bike?
Great.
Hey, pal, I got no hernia insurance.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So what? I want you to visit Second Wind. Experience the difference. The people, the products, the prices. Look good, feel great, live longer. Only at Second Wind.
We just had been told by other attorneys that we did not have a case. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben put so much time and energy and dedication into finding ultimately this accident could have been avoided.
When I think about Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben, I truly feel like I have a friend. They got us through some of the roughest days that I think I've ever experienced. I would recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben to anyone. They will be there and work with you and for you.
You slowly unwrap that foil wrapper. Oh yeah, there it is, in all its glory. Arby's beef and cheddar, dripping and oozing with all that golden gift from the gods. Under that onion roll, the perfect beef to cheese to bread ratio. This here's the mothership, the one that brings in people from anywhere at any hour of the day. Hey, it's a rock star for a reason. Well, you never had one? Oh, come on.
The beef and cheddar, only at Arby's.
Look at all the Toyotas for sale. Let's go with...
I'm selling my Toyota RAV4.
Do you know anything at all about the Escape?
It's a nice light blue color, like my eyes.
My goodness, it's true. The mileage is extraordinary, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. It's a voice-activated sync system.
All around, it's better than my Toyota.
Now get up to $2,000 cash back on Escape. That's up to $2,000 cash back. Visit your Northland Ford dealers today.
Is it wrong to drive a Toyota to Ford's year-end celebration?
Not if you leave.